So, when we last left off, Jack, I think you had basically just gone down and you talked to, or no, you didn't talk to anyone. Sorry. You just heard someone discussing that the king's trident had been stolen from him. And people were just sort of worried and the gossip was going around. And that's literally where we left off, right after you made that discovery. So what do you want to do?
Fuck them water genasi, first off. I'm going to approach these two that are discussing about the King's Trident. I'm going to approach them.
Okay.
So who's talking to who? Like,
there's an older gentleman, it seems, for an elf. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes with them, but he seems to be a bit older, and he's talking to a younger, possibly his grandson, son. You're not really sure. And yeah, he's the one who's talking about it mostly.
So without really introducing myself, I'm just going to grab a nearby chair and swing it around and sort of sit backwards on the chair with my arms resting on the back of it and hunch over, turn to them. You say the King's Trident's been stolen? How's that possible? How would the king let that happen?
Oh, hello, stranger. Well, we don't really know ourselves how it was stolen, but this is just what we heard from some of our friends. Been going around town that last night, someone broke into the palace, and they just took it. They seem to be maybe had some magic or something. We're not really sure. I don't know many details.
Where'd you hear about this rumor?
I just heard it from some of my friends, and I think they heard it from some other people. Just kind of, traveling around.
All right. Thank you for your time. I sort of hit the table as I leave, and I go find Toro.
Okay.
Where is Toro?
I think when we left off, you were probably just upstairs in your room, just chilling.
Just chilling?
Yeah, probably recovering from last night's battle.
Nice.
Which you remember in exquisite detail.
I remember it exquisitely. Yeah, no, in great detail. So, I'll just be kind of groaning, I'm probably still not over the freaking coil battle, because that thing sucked.
Nah, you're fine. If anybody is fucked up from last time, it's Jack.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'm down 3 times, but I'm alive.
Nice. All right.
Plotter.
So I'm just chilling up there. I guess I'll probably be waiting for Jack to get back, because I'm guessing he told me he was going to go off and figure out some stuff.
Yeah, at some point Ethan had left, and Jack, you kind of pass him as he goes down the stairs, probably to eat something.
What about Jory? Where do I last remember?
Jory was downstairs. He was talking to Vita at a table.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. I'm going to go find Toro.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go and knock on Toro's door.
Okay. I thought you two were sharing a room, but whatever. You can get in.
Look, dude, he can knock if he wants. I respect it.
Hey, man, I'm respecting his privacy. Just, making sure he's not,
You, Captain!
Hi! I have something I need to talk to you about.
What's the situation?
So I'm going to, walk into the door, make sure nobody is out in the hall, close it, turn to Toro, kind of a little bit anxious, and just say, so, in a hushed voice, so I found out the purpose of that bug. Apparently last night the King's Trident went missing.
I don't see what the issue with that is. He was kind of a prick.
Well, yeah, I don't think we need to care too much about that, but we should be careful about anybody trying to draw a connection between the King's Trident going missing and the party which was discussing with the king beforehand. Hopefully, me disguising myself as Tantalus might have thrown them off the trail, but...
I mean, you're probably a lot more suspicious as Tantalus as we were going in to discuss our job, so I wouldn't see why they suspect us.
I'd hope so.
Where did Jory go off to with Ethan?
They're downstairs talking with Vita in the bar.
I see. So what's our plan from here, Captain? I mean, are we just gonna we were kind of at a dead end for the fires thing, and then we probably shouldn't really go back to the king right now with his trident being stolen and all that. You don't want to, as you're saying, arouse suspicion.
Yeah. Granted, we still have a job to do, so
Yeah.
I think first thing that we need to do is head to Blackridge. No, remember that crime syndicate that we talked to?
Yeah, the squids.
Squids? Yeah.
Squid people, whatever.
Hey, well,
name
out
will
of
come back
character.
to me.
What's their proper name?
I'm looking through. It's the seeing squids.
The Seeing Squids, is that correct, Abel?
It is correct.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
wrote it down in the notepad, dude.
If anyone takes notes here, it's Chris.
Yeah.
You can probably trust what he says.
I got like notes, but that was a time before I took notes.
Yeah.
All right. So I tell Tora that I think we should head to Blackridge.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me. I mean, that's the only other place I could really suspect where the coils are being created anyway.
So we're in Port Asmar right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's the morning time?
Early
It's
morning.
morning. Oh, nice.
All right. I think we should leave Jory and Vita and Ethan to their own business. I don't think that we should take a whole party over there. Maybe we can split up and cover more ground that way.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was suggesting the other day, so I'm perfectly fine with that.
Very well. We need to find a turtle to get out of here.
Oh my god, alright. Turtles. You have to pay for them every time. I'm getting really sick of this shit.
Perhaps we could try and find another vendor of which you could use your and I like gesture up and down to his physique.
My wilding charms, I know, yes.
No.
We could probably do something like that.
Perhaps if I do the talking and you just stand there would be best.
I'm pretty good at standing around, so yeah, I could do that. All right,
Yeah.
I guess we should just head out now, cover more ground while still morning and whatnot, before shit kind of goes south with people figuring out what happened with the Trident and all that.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, lead the
Not
way.
that hard to find a vendor nearby for turtles. So there's another guy.
Wait, it wasn't very hard or it was hard?
Not that hard.
Oh,
I mean, they're
okay.
kind of like, it's not like all over the place, but there's like multiple. It's a bit more of a walk than the nearest one, but you can find another one.
Okay. I just want to walk up to a vendor of which we haven't been to before. And
Mhm.
is there anybody else nearby at that like vendor?
Why don't you do a perception check?
All right. Let's see if I effective 20.
Okay. Yeah, at the vending station, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's one dude there. That's it. Who's just like sort of watching, or writing down something in his book and like sort of looking around. But out of the corner of your eye, you do notice like something sort of duck into an alley, and it seems like it was watching you for a moment, and it just kind of runs back in. And this alley is like sort of a little ways off.
I'm gonna message Toro just with the cantrip telepathically try and message Toro saying I think we're being followed. I'm just gonna point over in the direction of the alley.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take the shield off my back and just kind of look around a little bit, see if I spot anything.
Yeah, make another perception check. And you have advantage, yeah.
Toro puts his glasses on.
They're in my sights, dude. Perception. That's a 19.
Yeah, I mean, you like even before you had to pull out your shield, like you did notice like something may have been watching you guys from the corner of your eye in that alley. But now looking closer at the alley, you can see like there seems to be like some silhouette standing there that is slowly like moving back into the alley.
I'll kind of look at Jack, I'll give a little nod, but I'll pretend I'll not look in that direction anymore, and I'll just kind of keep walking toward this vendor, wait for him to do something if he wants to take action. But until then, I'm just gonna pretend like I really didn't notice. All right, so Jack, what's your approach to this vendor? What exactly are you gonna say, and what do you want me to do? Just want me to stand there behind you, looking threatening? I'm just talking with Jack right now.
Okay.
Stand there and flex your muscles. And I like say that, putting a thumbs up and smiling cheekily.
I'll kind of narrow my eyes a little bit and be like, sure. All right. I'll do something like that. God.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Are you trying to threaten the guy?
No, not yet.
I'm basically going to be in the background, and I'll be a little stood off, like maybe like 2 feet from Jack. I'll just be kind of like holding out my battle axe, and I'll just be kind of doing some practice swings in the air, just warming up a little bit.
Okay.
But more of a like chauvinistic way rather than actually trying to hit hard. Just kind of.
Okay. And this is not towards the vendor, right? This is just.
I'm inside of the vendor. I'm just kind of sitting in the background. I'm clearly there.
Okay. Got you. And Jack, what are you doing?
What's this vendor look like? Is it a man? Is it a woman?
Yeah, it's a man.
Is it a water elf? Aquatic elf, I mean.
Yeah.
Dude, all these vendors are aquatic elves.
It's like the common race of the city. Yeah. So, yeah.
So, I'm going to walk up and say, "Good day, sir. We are on the king's business, and we would like to acquire a turtle for the day. How much would you say would be for us?"
I think 1 gold for a whole day. No, wait. About 3 gold. Sorry. That's right. That was the price I think I said last time. Can't remember. No, 4 gold. That was it. 4 gold. I'm looking back at my thing. That's right. 4 gold. Go for it.
Go back
like 1 gold. Like 1 gold. I'm like, oh,
go back to 1.
Like a reasonable vendor.
I was like, shit, it already worked.
I was struggling for a second because I forgot to like pull up the thing, but like I was like trying to like get it off the top of my head. I was like, wait, 1?
Yeah.
No, wait, 3? Oh, wait, it's 4. That's right.
Yeah, it's so
sounds
far.
good. So I'm gonna now lean over whatever sort of platform this vendor is most likely standing behind and say, "I'm sorry, did you say 4 gold? We are on the king's business, don't you know?"
Well, that's cool and all, but we really, we're running a business.
I want to interrupt him as he says that. His trident recently went missing, and I'm sure he is in a very unpleasant mood because of that. You wouldn't want to annoy the king in this time, would you?
Are you raising your voice, by the way, Jack?
No, I'm just kind of being a little.
Yeah, make an intimidation check while with advantage because Toro's just kind of in the background doing calisthenics.
Basically.
All right.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
26.
Yeah. All right, fine. Maybe 1 gold is fine then. Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I toss 1 gold piece to him.
Okay, goodbye. And gives you the token for the turtle.
I'll kind of stop for a second, like, we're good, Captain.
We're good. And
excellent.
As we're getting on the turtle, I want to be looking around for that shady figure once again.
Make another perception check.
My luck's about to run out. I've had 2 good rolls recently.
It's gonna be like a 3. Oh no! Wow.
Oh shit! Effective 20.
Effective 20.
No,
okay.
No, 17. 17.
Okay, sorry. 17.
No.
Yeah, looking back at that alley again, he's not there. You can't tell if he's there or not, but it doesn't seem like it. You're looking around and you're not really sure exactly where he went. It's kind of scary for a moment because you completely lost track of that guy. And looking around, you do notice something sort of duck into the turtle enclosure where you guys are heading towards. Basically, something sort of runs around the corner.
I'm just gonna kind of go to scratch my head and with my thumb point to Toro and message him saying, basically relaying what I just saw.
Okay.
And I'll continue walking towards the turtle enclosure to get.
I will as well. I'll go ahead and have my war axe, my battle axe at my side, just kind of hanging.
Okay.
Like a public place.
Hey, dude.
You just have your axe out?
I have an axe and shield out, dude. I'm an intimidating person. I don't care. Toro does not care.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure other people do.
They might.
All right. Whew, okay. So this turtle enclosure, what's it like?
Large sort of wall around a bunch of turtles on the inside. You can see through like little holes in it, and there's like a sort of gate that opens up whenever someone comes over. Huh? Yeah, you get to pick one.
Do I recognize Strong Boy in there?
Nope.
No.
What's the biggest turtle? I want to find the biggest turtle.
Make a. Yeah, you can make a investigation or perception check here. Like, it doesn't really matter either one.
Oh my god.
19.
19.
The biggest turtle.
There's one that is like, this species seems to be like relatively like they all stay around the same size. But there does seem to be one that's slightly larger. Like its shell is a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit more like well armored.
So thick boy. That's what you're saying. Thick boy. Okay. So
I didn't want to say the word because of some bad flashbacks, but like, yeah.
All right, thick boy. All right, that's his name though. You got that, Chris? All right. I'm gonna get on thick boy.
It's inevitable.
It really is.
I am an inevitable.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and hop on too.
Okay.
All right.
Are you guys heading out?
That's it.
Yep.
All right. As you're sort of leaving and going into the waterway, you both of you can make a perception check or one with advantage.
I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll just make it with advantage.
Doesn't Toro technically already do that with his shield?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, but like double stacking advantage is like what doesn't happen.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toro, you kind of look to your like side and you do notice like someone has sort of crawled into the back seat and is just kind of sitting there.
Like on our turtle?
Yeah.
I'll fucking turn around and be like, you need something there, bud?
And Gabe, if you want to introduce your character and describe what they look like.
Yes.
Hey guys, my name's Gabe. All right, so sitting back there, you see a little goblin is wearing shabby clothes. That could probably count as padded armor or could count as just some stuff he found in a dumpster. He's, middle-aged for a goblin, which means he's probably at least, 12 years old. He's got scruffy red hair and about 3 red hairs growing out of his chin, which is his beard that he's really proud of. And he's got his arms crossed and he's just sort of staring levelly at you guys.
So at this point, I want like Jack to still like not be like turning behind him, just like facing forward, riding the turtle, like just completely oblivious to what's going on behind him.
Nice.
Beautiful. Okay.
But Toro will be turned around at this point, just kind of looking queerly at this little goblin figure. It's interesting.
Okay. I mean, you guys are having a stare off.
Yeah, I'm
goblin.
like, I'm just staring at each other. I'm like, can we help you there, pal?
So, hey, Chris, I'm losing a lot of your audio. I'm sorry, guys.
Nah, it's all good.
Hey, he basically just asked, like, can we help you?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just going to sort of stare at him levelly and say, yeah, don't die. Because I'm not a...
At this point, Jack's gonna now turn around, seeing that Toro's talking to somebody. He's just gonna slowly turn around and just... Ah! What the fuck? Who are you?
My name is Vig, and I'm your little green babysitter. Drive the turtle.
Excuse me?
Wait. Babysitter?
What exactly does that mean?
Hey!
Is Jiggles here? I forgot about him.
Oh, yeah, Jiggles is, like, hanging out. Yeah, he's invisible, though.
Also, I probably don't know about Jiggles then, but yeah, I'll have to keep that in mind. Yeah, I'll just tell him, I'm like, yeah, you're coming to my place. And hey, I mean, I don't want to make any guesses, but I guess you guys work for the king. Do you work for the king? I'm going to get you a big hat with feathers on it that says, hey, everybody, I work for the king and I'm going to a bad neighborhood where it might be best for everyone if I didn't die. So drive the turtle.
I just sort of... So Jack's gonna turn over to Toro, just completely like unsure how to deal with this situation, having never been in a situation like this, Jack's gonna keep driving the turtle.
Yeah, Toro's at a loss for words too. He's just kind of staring at this guy and is like, "You got balls, man. I gotta respect that."
Shit.
Really? What's your deal? How do you even know about us? Like, you just come on this turtle and you pretend like you know us? I'm a little confused. Fill in the blanks for me.
All right, well, here's the main blank. All right, you guys have been asking all over town real loud about tridents and buildings burning down. And now we're going to the dangerous side of town. And if you die on our watch, maybe that's bad for us, you know? So if you're going to stir the pot, we're just going to make sure that the spoon doesn't melt.
Are you part of the Seeing Squids?
Yeah, wait,
Jack
who
ask.
Who do you work for exactly?
I think as soon as they're going to ask that, I just, like throw up my hands like, oh, I've never heard of them. And I would certainly never say that I was, or certainly never say that I wasn't. But if you're going to stir their pot, let's get a good grip on that spoon first.
I have a bad feeling about this.
All right, I'm cool with them.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack just started questioning. I'm just like, all right, I guess.
Oh my God.
I mean, you know your way around Blackridge, right? Clearly, it seems like you know.
I was born there, so I know just about every dumpster where they throw away food, and I know a lot of the houses of ill repute and the houses of slightly iller repute. And
there you go.
If you want to look around, maybe it's better you have a local with you.
Do you know about the fires?
Clearly
it would escape my notice that buildings are bursting into flame underwater.
Jack just sort of sighs like,
oh my God. What's your name, by the way? I like you.
Thanks, I like you too. It's Vig.
Vig? With a V?
At least as far as I can tell, it's Vig. Like,
all
what's
right.
the Vig on this job?
I got you. Name's Toro. He's Jack. We should probably know each other's names since it looks like we'll be working together for a little while.
Apparently.
I know your name. You've been saying it to everybody. And hiya there, Jackie.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's priceless. Jackie? Oh, I'm going to tuck that away for later.
So pretty sure Toro doesn't know about Jiggles at this point. I'm just going to turn over to Toro, and wherever Jiggles is going to be at.
Jiggles was in the room when you threw him at Jory. Toro was in the room when you did that.
Damn it.
Who the fuck is Jiggles?
Chris doesn't know what Jiggles is.
Might have evaded Toro's memory, let's say.
Fine, I'm just going to turn to Vig and say, Jiggles, sick him.
What?
Okay.
Excuse me?
You want him to lose invisibility when he does this?
Yeah, I just want him to jump on him.
Okay. Okay, so Vig, all of a sudden, basically right next to you, you just see a red, small, crouched down figure, a lot of little scars across his body, very devilish looking, with a sneering face and a huge scorpion tail, just sort of jump onto you. Ah, I'm Jiggles!
Nice, I gotta jump on that one. Just be like, oh man, you got a pocket demon?
Don't call me Jackie.
Wait, what the fuck is that?
Meet Jiggles.
All right, yeah, I guess I'm glad not to be the smallest guy on the turtle.
Yeah, that is something that's weird. He just woke up in my bedroom today, and then you just showed up on the turtle. Man.
Wait, so I don't have to smack this little demon thing in the face, right? I don't have to do that?
Don't smack Jiggles!
I turned to Jiggles. I'm just like, I mean, if it gets annoying, I may have you do that.
Please don't!
His name is Jiggles. I tried to get him to change it, but he really likes the name for some reason.
Hold on. Out of character real quick. Did you do Find Familiar? Can you summon a fucking demon?
Nope. Abel just We'll just throw him, and this guy woke up in my underneath my bed.
Nice. Okay. All right. I'm gonna write that down in the notes.
Yeah.
Jiggles. Okay.
Yeah. By the way, as are we in the tunnel yet?
Yeah, you guys are about near the tunnel, and you're sort of heading in. Yeah.
As we go into the tunnel, and as some people aren't really that close by, as we're going through, I wanna blow on Smokey's pipe.
Okay.
For this
roll
morning.
D20.
Yeah, because it's been bugging me what it does. 8.
Oh my god, this pipe. Oh jeez, yeah, you haven't done that a whole lot lately.
All right.
You're an 8. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just talking to this goblin, threw a imp at him, and now I'm just gonna pull out a pipe and start smoking.
So you see the red gems all across Smokey's pipe glow up, and then all of a sudden, this smoke, a little reddish tinted color, and some sparks sort of begins to emit from the end of it, and it forms into a shape, and it's the shape of a small, frail old man, basically, and it's just sort of sitting there now, the back seat, the turtle's getting a little full at this point. You have Tauro and Jack in the front, you have Jiggles and Vig in the back, and now there's just this this old man made out of smoke, just sitting kind of to the side.
Jack's now just really annoyed at this point. Who the hell are you? Just kind of almost giving up on just everything showing up this morning. Who are you now?
Uh-oh.
What's your name? Do you do anything?
And it takes out a small cane made out of smoke is taken out, and it's it sort of wags it in the air and puts it back.
Jack, I'm starting to think you're the magnet for weird shit.
Yep. I
thought it was just us as a group, but I think it's more so you now. I'm starting to realize.
No, yeah, but I get that. Yeah. Really feeling it right now. All right, so I'm just gonna ignore the old man now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep driving.
A few seconds later, he sort of fades away.
Yeah, man, what the fuck is this pipe? Okay.
All right, so you guys have made it to Blackridge.
All right.
What's Blackridge look like?
Oh yeah, don't.
I'm glad you asked. Well, first off, in the area you were at, it's basically the sort of waterway ends. There's a little pool, and it seems like anything there's some guard turtles have showed up, and basically people just get off, and then the turtle just immediately turns around and heads back.
What? No, thick boy.
Yeah, so
he's not having that.
There are some turtles just sort of hanging out in the pool, but there's a huge sort of grated there's a sort of grate that's separating the other waterways from this one, and there's guards stationed around it.
Are there turtle gangs? Is this the east side, and the turtles from the port aren't welcome here or something?
We got scarred up turtles slouching against the walls, giving you the side eye.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is Thick Boy just not welcome here or something?
I don't know.
They keep swimming, Thick Boy.
So okay, are you gonna swim up to the grate?
Yeah.
I guess so.
As you guys
That's how to get in.
Coming up to the grate, you see some guards sort of rushing over. Hold on, halt! Go no further.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes so hard right now.
Yeah, wait.
Okay,
What's the deal
actually,
here, guards?
Sorry, you would actually know about this because you live here, but you do know that the turtle companies don't really allow their turtles to go into Blackridge, and this sort of blockade has just been set up to prevent them from going in.
I'm gonna turn back now to Vig to see what we should do.
What we should probably do is just give these boys the slip. Just get around them. Nod, smile, get past.
So this grate, it doesn't open, does it?
No, it seems pretty sturdy.
Great.
You would have to somehow jump Thick Boy over it.
But there
If you
is a
wanna get-
waterway past it, right?
There is a waterway past it, yes.
I want to see if I've got anything for this. How many guards are there?
There's at least 10.
Nope, don't like that. Yeah.
I'll just be kind of like, can we just get through? Get on with our day?
Of course, you can get off your turtle and you can continue in.
Oh, all right, sure. I'll go ahead and hop off, and I guess we're swimming though right now, right?
No, there's like sidewalks.
Oh, nice. All right, I'll just hop off the turtle onto the sidewalk. Boom.
It's very Venice, remember? So there's always sidewalks and
There's
waterways.
sidewalks. It's like Venice, dude.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, you were the
waterway
one that
city.
just want to start swimming.
Well, I didn't know if we were like in a stream still, and there's just like this was like the toll exit, and we needed to get off and then get on to like the theater or some shit. That's what I thought was going on. But if it's just like an entrance and then there's just sidewalks on the side, I'll just do that.
Well, as I like get out and like sort of like step on to whatever platform they have for me, is it like dirty? How does it compare to like Port Asmar or Guerra?
Okay. So from what you know about this place, you know it's kind of a slum. So the streets are littered with like refuse, and there's a stench of rotting fish, which is heavily prevalent in the air. Homes here are crowded close together, and they're mostly made out of like wood and some other strange materials. It's all shoddy rooms and huts that have been haphazardly built onto the sides of like other dilapidated structures. And also you can tell that the waterways are kind of filthy, like full of something. There's like something dead that just sort of floats by in the water. There's a sound like angry shouting, crying, and like I think a couple of screams can also be heard coming from like multiple buildings in the area.
Jeez. Hey, West Campus.
Yeah, welcome to the real city, boys.
Yeah, wow, this is kind of more my speed, to be honest, but compared to the rest of the city, yeah, this is a stark contrast.
So not Stark. Why did I say Stark?
And Gabe, you did get my messages I sent you over Discord, right? Just checking.
Boom. Sorry, I'm not familiar with Discord, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's fine.
While he reads over that, Jack's gonna like run his hands down over his robes, essentially just drying himself and cleaning anything from the water splashing up that would have gone on his robes. He's using prestidigitation, just like drying
Yeah,
himself, and then he's gonna like fix his cuffs of his like jacket, as he like gets off.
Is this really the place you want to look like a fancy schmuck?
No, and so he's gonna like snap at this point.
Hey.
And he's gonna use his shift weave to sort of transform into his quote old pirating uniform that he had on Tariel.
Sounds good.
It's just like dark brown and black leather garbs, like a leather garb, and like sort of the same like battle skirt type thing that he has normally, where it's like almost like a little robe that comes down to like his shins.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Poof. Your clothes change to what you desire and what you remember from Terrell.
Nice.
Okay. So you guys are standing here currently at the entrance to Blackridge. There's a couple of aquatic elves and some different looking people just sort of wandering about. Some of them kind of look over at you, give you the side eye. One woman who walks past you is like, and like just keeps walking. Not really sure what instigated that, but she just did it.
I'll kind of go back.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So Vig, where should we go first?
Well. Now, that depends. So, I've got a couple of friends who told me that you might be able to help me find something really, really nice and valuable down here. I know the lay of the land. You guys are on a big old mission, and it would probably be better for everyone if the king's really obvious friends didn't get shacked up in some alley down here. So, I think the best thing would probably be to go talk to the Reverend.
Reverend? Who is this Reverend?
His name's Tobias, and he's a stool. But you know something? He's a stool who knows a lot, and he might like to talk to you. And I might like to hear what he has to say to you.
Is this someone we should disclose our true nature to, or keep that on the hush-hush?
It's really up to you. I mean, I think you're pretty safe with the Reverend, but on the other hand, we're going to him because he's an information broker. So, you know, play it like you want. Here's the deal.
It doesn't seem like the people down here are the religious type.
Oh, well, it depends on your religion. I tell you, there's religion in the bottom of every bottle if you know how to look for it.
And in some ill-mannered houses as well.
Oh, there's great religions there.
Jack sort of like nods, starting to have big grow on him.
Cool.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Plus, also, you won't die. Now, here's the deal. Those guards you were worried about, they're the only ones down here that aren't going to shake you down, especially not in public. So eyes up for the locals, all right?
All right.
Gotcha.
So Jack's
go ahead and
gonna
I'll keep my shield out.
Yeah, Jack's gonna take his Phoenix vial and just sort of tuck it underneath his clothes. Still like wearing it, but he's gonna
Gotcha.
And also he's gonna make sure he has a good hold on his immovable button and his Smokey's pipe.
Okay. I believe the movable button's just on your glove anyways. But yeah.
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Nice.
So okay.
Question. Sorry, quick. Is
They
that one
knowing
time
the
use?
path. Sorry, what?
Is that one time use thing?
No.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Bro, I need to use that more.
I've been wondering why you haven't used it at all. Like
I have like so many plans for it. I'm just waiting. I feel like today's finally the day I can use it. Because like it's not
you never ask. Okay, well it's fine. Okay. Whatever. So Vague, knowing the path to the Reverend, begins to guide you guys through a couple of alleys and down some roads. People sort of looking at you suspiciously, but a few of them seem to have like some recognition when they see Vig, and they kind of give you a nod and move past. Eventually, you guys make it to a sort of clearing area. And there's a large crowd of people that have gathered around what seems to be a wooden platform in the center, upon which you can see a man who's standing and yelling to the crowd. It's a little hard to hear him from this area.
That's Tobias?
Yes. Well, Vig knows that, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I said, is that Tobias? Standing up there on that pedestal?
Yeah, we should get close and hear the show. He's always fun. So I'll probably try to sneak these guys around the side, one side and up closer to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not too hard. You've kind of seen this spectacle a couple of times, so you know sort of how the crowd moves, and you're able to sort of pushing your way through the crowd. You manage to get a little closer to the platform. A few people are annoyed as you're sort of pushing past. One ugly woman hisses at you.
Toro, do you think?
Okay. Wow. Okay. Cool. And yeah, you guys make it to the platform. Wait, sorry, Jack. What's your passive perception?
13.
Okay. So you guys get close up to the stage, and you can clearly see the man who's on top. So this guy's a half-elf man. He has prominent aquatic elf features, but he has this closely trimmed beard and sort of a fancy-looking mustache. So you gather that he must be a half-elf from that. He has a flashy green suit on, which he's pulling up and adjusting, as well as this tie, before running his hand through his hair. And then he begins speaking.
Does Jack recognize this man from anywhere?
Probably not. No. This is the first time you're ever seeing this character.
All right.
Unless, like, how are you curious how you know about him?
I don't know. I didn't know if, like, it could be possibly someone I might recognize in possibly some sort of disguise or something. I was just...
No. This is a completely new face to you.
Very well. Cool.
Okay. So anyways, he begins, and I need to prepare myself for this one. Brothers and sisters, welcome to an annual meeting of Skilpa. Praise Skilpa. embrace he who guards us from the depths below, he whose magnificence cannot be described, he who fills me with the holy energy to heal. Brothers and sisters, is there anyone in the audience who would like to come up and be healed by the power of Skilpa?
Don't want that. I'm just gonna kind of like try not to make eye contact with this guy because I don't want to be put in a public setting given our circumstances in this town.
Okay.
I'll give him a little laugh and a like, what? You don't want to be part of the show?
So, Toro, you are like basically towering over everyone here, being.
No!
he points over at you. Brother, I've never seen your face before. Would you like to be enlightened with the power of Skilpa? Come on up here.
I'm gonna, at this point, now that Toro's under the bus, I'm just gonna say, yes, he does.
That's great to hear. Come on up here, brother.
Alright, I'll go ahead.
Big friend. Have fun.
I'll begrudgingly kind of trudge up there.
Okay. Like the crowd seems to be really excited for like you getting the attention, so they're like, "Wah!" and they're like cheering, and they're just sort of like allowing you to like get there easily, and you're able to crawl up some stairs, and you're face to face with him.
Okay. Can Jiggles be like hanging out on my back?
Yeah, he's there. Yeah.
All right, cool. I don't want to get stepped on.
Yeah, he'll be fine. So anyways, you get up there and you're face to face with him. All right, brother. Do you feel that? Do you feel that energy between us, brother?
Do I feel energy between us?
No?
Not particularly.
Don't worry, brother. That is the sin clouding your heart. Now, 1 second. And he just sort of grabs onto your, I guess your chest, right? And he's just, shaking you back and forth. Let the sin leave your body, brother. Let the sin cleanse away from your soul. And while he does that, Toro, make a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck! Hold on. Constitution? 15.
15. Okay, you made it. You see some sort of weird energy start to course out from his hands and blast across your chest, and it stings for a second, but it doesn't seem to really take hold in your body and do anything else. He's like, "Oh, I feel the sin leaving your body, brother." Oh! And then he takes back his hand, and you can see some sort of weird black substance coating his arms, and he sort of shoots it out into the sky, and it just burns up. Whoa! Ooh. You're cleansed, brother. Go forth in the name of Skilpa. Give a good hand for our brother here. And then everyone starts clapping and cheering, and these two armed dudes just come up and sort of grab you and sort of just lead you off the stage. Sort of pull you away.
I'll shove them off and I'll walk off myself. I'm not fucking with that shit.
Yeah, make a acrobatics or athletics check to prevent from being grabbed on.
Dude.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Wow. It's 11.
11? No, there's two guys too, so it's kind of
all right. I'll do the one, and I'll let them walk me off then.
Yeah, so they just kind of and they're sort of pulling you off, and they pull you down, and then as they're pulling you away, they kind of shove something into your hand, and it's 5 gold, and one of them looks at you as keep silent about whatever. Understand?
I'll narrow a little bit. I'll kind of give a little bit of a nod. I'll walk away.
Cool. Yeah.
We need to take the gold. We need gold.
Fucking take the gold. What? You think I'm not gonna take the gold? Dude, this is fuck Toro. We're talking about.
I'm gonna point to Vig and say this guy seems like a fraud, and I'm using message to say this.
I think I'm proud of him a little bit. I'll give him a smile and a little nod, but I'll probably just quietly tell him, just wait.
Yeah. So basically, he motions to the crowd. Brothers and sisters, please return tomorrow at the same time, and we will continue our praise of Skilpa. Praise Skilpa! And everyone sort of just yells up, "Praise Skilpa!" And the crowd begins to disperse. And you can see like Reverend Tobias Gadsden sort of just like, it's kind of strange, but he just sort of like poofs away. Like 1 second he's there and the next second he's just gone.
Are you saying Skilper like Skilpur?
PA.
Huh?
Yeah. Skilpa. Skilpa.
Got it. I wrote it right.
Oh, Skilpa.
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 It sounded like there was an R at the end. I was like, first I thought you were saying stupor, like stupa.
Oh no.
I was like, what? What? Okay.
Yeah. So after the crowd has sort of gone away a little bit more, Vig, you know where to find this guy. There's like this one pub that's nearby, and you know that this is kind of where he hangs out after in a private room.
Yeah, sure. Show's over. Time for the after party.
All right.
Yeah. So easily enough, you guys are led over to the drunk let me think of a new fish. The drunk puffer. There we go. You guys are led over to the drunk puffer, and Vague knows like the exact room up the stairs. There's 2 guards in front, but when they see him, they kind of like nod, and they but seeing you and Toro sort of show up, they kind of look at you 2 suspiciously a little bit.
And I'll give him the little flat hand calm signal, like, it's all right, boys.
They still a little suspicious. They move to the side and open up the door, and you can enter. You see Reverend Tobias Gadsden is sitting there, drink in hand, just sort of like laughing, with like 2 women who are just sitting there.
Nice.
I'll sort of walk into his view, and just wait to be recognized.
Vague, brother, come over here.
Hey, Reverend, good to see you.
Good to see you as well, my friend. How long has it been? A month or so?
Oh, I don't really count days. Just sometimes it's light and sometimes it's dark, and then, hey, I'm older.
Pull up a chair, grab a drink, my friend. Now, you here for business or pleasure?
Well, today, Reverend, I'm on business, and in fact, I'm on the king's business. So I got some out-of-town friends that you should probably meet.
All right, come on in. And he motions for the 2 women to leave.
I'll go ahead and walk up next to Fig now.
I'll walk up as well.
Well, always nice to see new faces, especially ones from so far away, it seems. Never seen a Minotaur or, well, whatever you are.
I don't say anything to that. I just sort of brush it off.
Yeah, as you see, I can stick out in crowds pretty easily.
Yes, quite a good show today, I have to say, my friend. Good on you to keep up character.
Yeah, I don't really know what that was about, but I figure I'll just roll with it.
Yeah, people down here will pretty much eat about any miracle they can see.
But you did do something, though. It wasn't just nothing.
Yes, I can do a little bit of miracle, and his hand sort of like, you can see like that energy sort of flick across it a little bit before he like snaps it out.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing Skilpa related, I suppose.
Do you have a church?
Brother, my church is outside, around you, everywhere. Blackridge is my place of worship.
What can you tell me about Skilpa, then? I would love to know.
Skilpa is supposed to be some sort of... Well, when I first came here, it was a myth about some big creature that lived below Redwater and protected its people from monsters and whatever the hell lives down below. Nowadays, he's some sort of messiah-like figure that is supposed to save us from our evil desires and all the bad things that happen here in Blackridge.
Just Blackridge? Not Garrigal or the other cities of Redwater?
Well, I have tried expanding, but most of the time I get chased out, so... Well, we're still working on that one.
Are you the only reverend of Skilpa?
Yup. Well, a few people have tried, but... Yeah, that don't go so well.
You're the only reverend really around this town that is really the true reverend, I'm guessing. I'm catching your drift.
Exactly. And I keep it that way. So,
I'll just
not dabble in religion,
drink a little bit and say, praise Skilpa.
Praise Skilpa, brother. Praise him. Now, Fig,
you speak for Skilpa. Oh, shit. Okay.
Sorry, what were you doing?
Before that, I was gonna ask, so you speak the word of Skilpa?
I speak it indeed.
So, what does Skilpa have to say about the lifestyle of those in Blackridge?
Skilpa says, all your sins are forgiven on a daily basis. So, you can see how that goes.
Jack kind of smiles. All right. And then, yeah. That's it.
All right. So, Fig, what are you here for, my friend?
Well, word on the street, Reverend, is that these guys are looking around very, very noisily about all the burnings that have been happening. And they're really upset about a certain missing trident. And, whenever there's questions in Blackridge here, you're always my first stop. And I thought before these boys got too deep into it, they should meet you.
That makes sense. Well, I do know a little bit about them fires. As for the trident, I'm sure your friends know what happened to that.
Oh, hey, come on. My pockets are really tiny. Look at me.
Yeah,
what's that exactly supposed to mean there, Reverend?
That means I could fit a tiny little dagger, half a mouse, maybe a crust of bread. But if you want to start patting someone down for a king's trident, you better start elsewhere, buddy.
Yeah, your reverend seems to think otherwise, though. You seem to think we have something to do with that? Is that what you're implying? Just trying to sort out the shit from the truth,
No, are you two friends? Didn't seem that way. No, I'm talking about your other friends, Vig.
Sure.
They took it, didn't they?
Other friends? What did these other friends look like? We meet lots of people in Redwater.
These are Vig's friends. I don't think we know them, Jack.
Ah, very well.
No, I'm pretty sure you don't. And if all goes well, we won't be meeting many of them.
These friends, what are their names?
Maybe we should ask that after we get the information on the fires from the Reverend here.
Jack's very suspicious and also very anxious and a little bit annoyed because he's pretty sure he knows who friends are.
Yeah. To certain aquatic elves, possibly.
No, water genus.
Water genus, whatever.
Yeah.
So, Reverend, you said that you had some information on these fires. Vig's told you, you've been looking around for them with...
I do indeed. I know about these fires happening all around town. Wait, sort of his voice changing, sorry.
I'm good.
But, brothers, to tell you, I'm going to need you all to help me out real quick. Fig, I know you have a little bit of trouble with that, jambalaya fellows.
Well, who doesn't, man?
Now, word on the street is, you lost a little something to them, and you want it back.
Yeah, that's a pretty good word.
I see why you brought your friends here. Well,
no, one of them's real big, huh? Look at him.
I can tell. It's nice. Anyways, well, how about this, fellas? I'm not a big fan of these jambalaya cult, but if you all take care of them for me, I wouldn't mind spilling the details on all the fire stuff that I know.
What can you tell us about this cult?
Do you know exactly something we don't know? Because we know a bit about the fires. But really? is there something specifically
going down? You know about the people that go missing?
I know of the people that go missing.
We know one in particular.
What kind of people go missing?
There was a woman that worked for the mages.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? And
now, did she go missing or did she go dead? Brother.
I think you sound like you know the answer to that question.
I'm thinking, from at least based on what you're saying, brother, that this particular woman was dead when you found her.
Possibly. But it didn't appear so.
There are
she was
people
still
whose
walking around.
bodies are never found. Now, there's a common trend between all of them.
Oh. Well, it sounds like you do have some information we don't have.
Exactly, brothers. Now, Vig.
Hang on. What about the trend? Is there a trend for those whose houses are set afire?
There is indeed, brother.
I'm gonna sort of like, I'm gonna give him just a little smirk and say, it's like, that's where you gotta start looking. You ask, what burned down? Who did it belong to? I tell you, 4 out of every 5 are going to point to the same guy. And the Reverend here is probably going to put you onto exactly who that guy is. But here's the thing, Reverend. This is not a small favor you're asking.
Right. Jambalaya cult is a bit of a mess. All right.
Yeah, they're
fine.
A bit of a sharp, spiky, spiny mess that would love to stretch me out and make shoes out of me.
That is true.
I guess I got a big friend today and a sparkly friend today. So what do you say, friends? You want to learn something while you're here?
That's what we came here to do. And honestly, if I get to crack a few skulls in the process that aren't weird fucking elemental pieces of shit, I'm down for that.
Me as well. I hope they have some sort of stronghold I can set ablaze.
Reverend, I guess it's your lucky day. But remember, this ain't a small favor.
Indeed it isn't, Vig. And, brother, you have my utmost gratitude if you were able to accomplish this. Now, what that entails is up to you, but I do know the location of this jambalaya cult. Here's the thing. Either I want you all to sort of convert them over to the great praise and glory of Skilpa, or I want them dead.
Any idea how many converts we're talking about?
Last time I heard, it was at least 20. They're kind of a bit of a vicious sort. Seem emboldened by something.
Once easier said than done. This cult, who do they worship?
Now, I know a lot of things, but I really don't know exactly what they worship. Something called jambalaya. I have no idea what the hell that is, but brothers, if you can find out what it is and I don't know, let me know. That would be good too.
I'll give a little nod and finish up my drink and pat him on the leg like, good deal.
All right, Vig. Well, I'll see you soon.
Won't be long, Reverends. And we got that address, yeah?
Yep. Yeah. He gives you the location of where it is and how to get there. Some vague, not vague, but like sort of loose instructions on how to sort of navigate your way there.
Excellent.
And I think as we're sort of leaving, I'll tell the guys, like I don't think I know that much about jambalaya either, but there's always a gang of the day. Any 6 people start hanging out, they make up a word like jambalaya or, I don't know, skilpa, and, they're the new thing. Gangs come, gangs go, cults come, cults go. The problem is just who's holding enough knives this week.
I agree, but I feel we just need to get one on our hands to find out what we want to know about them.
That's probably not a bad idea. Find a straggler and ask some questions.
Oh, ask some questions, all right, but a little more than just a friendly face asking about their beliefs, if you know what I mean.
Sounds like we won't be able to truly convert them, though. Sounds like we might need to convert them to being no longer around in the end.
You know what's funny? I'm sure after you've silenced about say 10 or 12 of them, the other 8 are going to be very willing to praise Skilpa. Just a guess.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Afterwards, they might want to consider starting a necromancy cult. Very well. Vig, you have any idea where these jambalaya cultists might hang out?
I'm sure I must know the area, yeah?
Yeah, the Reverend just gave you the instructions from that area to sort of find where they are.
Yeah. So what we probably want to do is start with a relatively indirect approach, because last I checked, 20's more than 3.
Yeah.
So
I want to find one. We should find...
I think we spend a little money in some pubs, boys.
I agree. Let's find some sort of abandoned building or shack that we can possibly take them to. I have an idea.
Okay.
I like the sound of that.
So I want to spend
I didn't hear what you said.
I want to look for an abandoned building that's just...
okay.
Or a building that might have squatters in it. That's fine too. We can run them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I want to spend a little bit of time just looking around. I'm guessing it might not be too hard to find something like that in this area. But if we need to go to like an industrial area of this part, like if there's any like workshops that are abandoned or possibly sort of factories, that'd work too.
Yeah, make a perception check. Or investigation. Depends on what you're doing exactly. So
I'm like looking.
Perception. You're looking, okay, perception.
Yeah, so 21.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's not that hard to find it's a little bit harder than you thought initially, just because like if there's a building that's abandoned, people quickly like sort of claim it as their own sort of thing and sort of set up like homes in it or like whatever, right? But eventually you do find like a small, like moderately sized home that is abandoned.
Is it like close to everything, or is it sort of a little bit farther out from the core of Blackridge?
Currently you guys are like more to the west of Blackridge currently, which is the area where this cult people are apparently set up.
Okay. But is there a bunch of buildings around it, or is it like scattered?
Oh no, everything's like literally like wall to wall here.
All right.
That's just how Blackridge is.
I'm sure if even we make a little bit of noise, the neighbors won't care. Would they, Vig?
Oh, I wouldn't think so.
Right. So I want to go in and check this place out before we go off and try and find these cultists.
Okay.
So when I walk in,
yeah, I mean it's mostly just an empty home. There's still a lock on the door. But it seems like no one's here. Or if anyone was here, it seems like they violently left as a table is flipped over and you see some sort of stain on the floor.
There's a lock on the door?
Yeah, there's a lock, yeah.
So we can't go in? We're just like looking in?
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Yeah, but like Abel. Yeah. The door's locked. Is that what you're saying? Or there's like a lock on the door, but like the door's like open or something?
No, the door is locked. Like there's an actual like doorknob lock. Like there's something, you know what I mean? Like there's an actual lock on the door.
Jack's gonna like back up and gesture to both Tauro and Vig. One of y'all must have something.
Yeah, yeah. Let's try my way first because I have a feeling it's quieter. So
yep, you're right on that.
Yeah, so let me try a pick lock on that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, use your thieves tools. I'm sure you have proficiency, so yeah. So just do a dexterity check with proficiency.
Dexterity check with proficiency. Roger that. Let's see. You know what's funny? I have the most horrible nerd admission for you guys. We're moving back to the Seattle area, and all my dice and stuff are packed. So I have 120, and it's one of those big comedy ones that lights up when you roll a 20.
Just rolling that across the table.
And then there was one of those weird little diamond-shaped 8-sided dice that like fell on the floor, so it didn't get packed. Those are my dice. But I've got the little D20 roller here, so I don't know. You guys can probably see this. Roll 1D20 plus.
Oh, there you go. Oh, nice. 15.
Nice.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, 15 plus your proficiency of 2, 3.
Proficiency's 2, and then dexterity's 5.
Oh, yeah, no, this lock just like
Yeah.
this implodes under your control. So yeah, there's no lock anymore. Or well, there's a lock, but you've opened it up successfully, and you guys can get in. It also seems like no one really noticed that occur because it happened so quickly.
Yeah, it was a lot quieter than how I was going to go about that, Vic. So that was probably better.
I had a feeling.
All right. So inside, what do we see?
It is literally an empty house. There's
Right.
not much here. There's a table that's been flipped over, some like random like food that seems to have spoiled. The smells kind of awful. And that stain on the floor is blood. So it seems like whatever happened here wasn't pretty.
Well-
But hey, cleared the place out.
Yeah,
Jack's gonna smile and say, "This'll do.
this will do quite well. We don't have to worry about making a mess.
Let's rope us up a cultist, wouldn't you say?"
Sure. And I want to get this room set up. So we're going to, first off, we looked in the windows pretty easy. We got to make sure that nobody else gets to do that. And we probably want to see if we got any old blankets or anything like that to stuff under the doors so that, any noise we make is as private as possible.
Yeah, make a perception check. See if you can find it, or investigation. Investigation, since you're kind of like rummaging around looking for stuff. It's not like immediately visible.
All right, so my investigation is +4. Let's get to that little roll over here.
You had to put a space and put a 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I don't think you have to put a space. You just have to put a 1 in front of the D20 part just to say how many dice you roll.
My bad. Sorry, guys. Oh, I'm all 15s today. All right, I'll take that.
All right. Well done.
So total 20.
Yeah, that you find blankets, you find an old mattress.
Hey.
You find some clothing as well, like sort of like rummage. From looking at it, it seems like whoever lived here may have been a smaller person, not exactly an elf, but probably not a goblin either. I'm not really sure. Find blankets and everything. You can easily cover up the windows with that.
Also, is there a chair lying around?
Yeah, there's a chair.
What's the ceiling look like of this house?
It's like a shoddily built like mix between like some sort of sheet metalish material and like wood, sort of just haphazardly, somehow still staying together. But it almost seems like they kind of use nails where they could, and the rest is kind of just like on a will and a prayer, sort of just like sitting up there.
Fallout 4 architecture. All right.
All right. So, would Jack know how to tie a noose?
A noose?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, you can make a survival or intelligence check for this one.
Well, my intelligence modifier is 0, so I'm gonna go with survival.
What? Wait,
And survival is more just knowing and not. So I feel like a noose would be
smarter
included.
than you?
17. I am
You know how to
lying.
tie a noose. You've had some disturbing thoughts over the last couple of.
Yo, what the
Years.
fuck?
I'm kidding.
Whoa.
But you know how to make a noose. You can decide how you know that, but you do.
The captain, dude. He's got to be able to know when he's got to put it to the crew.
I guess.
My man. Alright. So you said that these beams are like not very great, right? They
I
kind of
never said
shot.
that.
Well, they're like shoddy, right? They're like put together.
Oh, what, the roof?
Yeah, the beams.
Oh, the roof. Yeah.
The roof,
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Jack, are you gonna tie a noose, put it around one of these columns, and then put the guy up on a chair, and that's how we're gonna do this?
Yeah.
That's the plan.
All right, I thought we were just gonna kind of beat the shit out of him, but you could just do that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Tomato, I guess.
All right. So I want to stand on the chair and use my rope to tie a noose around one of the beams from the ceiling.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, cool.
It's not that hard. I mean, to tie.
All right. How many feet of rope would you say that used?
Thinking. Probably like 4. So about 4.5-ish.
Okay. Oh.
Actually,
Shit.
probably closer to 5. Now I think about so 5 feet.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. All right.
Thinking about like sort of.
I'm probably not
heights.
gonna cut off the rope. I'm just gonna have like a little, like all the extra, just like kind of hanging behind it, you know.
Yeah.
So, all right.
You'll
And
get
I'm
the point.
just gonna have the chair underneath it now.
Okay.
All right. I'm good.
So
now.
you have a noose and you have a chair below it, and it's just kind of there. Very ominous looking.
yeah. And there's blood on the floor.
Yeah, there's
Right?
blood on the floor.
That's
On
perfect.
another. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So Vig was kind enough to block out all the windows, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
He found enough clothing and stuff to do that.
But I kept the nice stuff. Hey, small person lived here. Let's just see if their tailor's better than mine.
Yeah, no, you do have kind of an upgrade now. Like, still nothing like luxurious, but it's a nice cotton shirt and it has like little buttons on it. Pretty nice.
Oh man!
Shiny.
All right, time to hit the town. Buttons. I've never owned buttons.
Question. So the lock on the door, was it like an external lock on like a latch, or was it like part of like the door?
It was an internal lock.
Internal lock?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
It's still functional. Like Vig was able to like open it without damaging it, so it's still functional.
Okay.
We could probably use it, but I'm not sure we could count on it.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think we should lock it when we come back. All right. I think we've wasted enough time. I think we need to go find a cultist now.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. So what are you guys doing to find this cultist?
Open to find them in bars, or are we gonna kind of walk around in a public place and just try to single one out?
The Reverend did give you an idea of like where these guys hang out.
Yeah. So, my gut tells me have a beer and keep your ears open.
I'm good with that. I've done
Sounds
that
good.
times. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not that hard to find a pub, or some sort of. It's not even really a pub as much as like it is like an outdoor drinking area with this dude in the center and a little stand who is pouring drinks out of a suspicious-looking barrel.
So basically, it's a really shoddy beer garden.
Yes, if you would like, it's more of like a beer graveyard in a way.
Nice.
Hey.
I like
Awesome.
it. Write
So
that down.
your guys are here at the beer graveyard, and there's people just kind of sitting at these like tables made from crates and like stools and stuff like that, and they're just kind of drinking their beer. One guy just kind of like he takes a sip, looks to the side, throws up into the waterway, goes back to drinking it.
Okay.
It's a wild time out here in Blackridge.
All right.
I want to be casing the crowd. We want to be looking for groups.
Make a perception check.
All right. Let's see. Perception. Boom. Oh God, I didn't realize how cruddy my perception was. I'm all good at investigation and everything, but perception. I guess if it's right in Vig's face, he's good at looking at it. All right, where am I? So my perception is just 1. So.
I mean, hey, you begin good rolls so far. Now's the time to look at that.
Oh.
Wow.
What was it?
It's another 15.
Oh my god! All right.
I
I
Combined
only
16.
15s. Guys, by the way, I forgot to mention I've hacked your system. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what's actually happening? Oh, wait, hold on. I need to make sure this isn't a glitch and it's just constantly giving us 15s.
it looks kind of weird.
It is kind of weird.
No.
No, yeah. Seems like we're- wait, hold on.
Okay.
Wait, Gabe, can you roll one more time? I just want to double check. It's not
Absolutely.
just you.
Oh, let's
Never mind.
Wow.
It just likes you. Okay.
go.
Yeah.
So 15, 15, 15, natural 20. Wow. There you go.
All right.
We're
there we
just
go.
We're just gonna let Vig do everything.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, with the 15, total of 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find it. You can, or not find it, but you do see some crowds or groups sort of here in this beer graveyard. It's there's one group of like 4 people who all have like these red squid tattoos on their neck and on their arms and stuff, and they seem to be keeping to themselves. Then there's another group over there to the side, which kind of is like there's just 2 of them, and they're sort of in these black cloaks, and they're sort of like really huddled up and just seem to be whispering something to each other. And then the rest of it seems to just be like, you know, acquaintances and friends sort of just talking to each other, or just single people just sort of drinking by themselves.
Ignore the locals and the rabble. And what do I know about these squid tattoos?
That would be the Seeing Squids, who are like the most prominent gang within Blackridge, and they are like messed up. They will like kill anyone who looks at them the wrong way.
So eyes on the beer a little bit, and I don't think that they've got any connection with jambalaya.
Yeah.
So the 2 hooded figures.
Yeah, and then the other thing that we got is we've got a power dynamic here today.
Mm-hmm.
So if things go bad with jambalaya, well then clearly those squids are our friends, and if things go bad with the squids, then maybe jambalaya is our friends for a minute.
Gotcha. So we should probably find somewhere somewhat secluded to kind of seat ourselves and listen in on stuff.
Yeah.
I think we find a table close to those guys in the cloaks and listen.
All right.
I'll buy drinks for everyone.
Sounds good.
Hey, I knew I liked you.
Okay. The guy looks at you. He's like, "Yes, it's 3 silver for 3 drinks."
What drinks are we
Oh
getting?
my hell, it's just 1 drink.
It's there's only one, and he looks at his barrel. We got Blackridge beer.
I'll take 3 of whatever that is.
Yes. Pours it out. You see like like some sort of black particle falls into one of the drinks. He's like, "Eh," and he like picks it out and throws it to the side. And he hands the 3 of them to you. He's
Perfect.
like, "That's the clearest it's been in 20 years."
Hey,
I'm immediately going to use prestidigitation to flavor all 3 of them up.
Okay.
And bring them back to the guys. Yeah.
Making them sparkly. Sparkling beer.
Wow.
That's great.
Can I use it to clean it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. I don't think that's... it's an interesting use of prestidigitation. I'll give you
use my
that.
prestidigitation to clean my beer.
Never thought I'd have to use that.
Yeah. Learn new things every day.
I think Vig's going to be like genuinely impressed by that. Like, wow, never seen anything like this before. It's drinkable.
Yeah, it is. Oh man.
Just turn to Vig. Is the alcohol here normally, shit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sometimes actual shit. So do be careful.
Man, I hope that's not what the black piece he just threw out was.
Which drink was that in, Jack?
Clean, an object that's no larger than 1 cubic foot, so you can definitely clean these drinks.
Awesome. I'm just gonna be like, after Toro asked me that, I'm gonna like point at like his, like, no, mine, no, over the Vig. I don't know. I don't remember.
Fuck.
Although I clearly remember it being in Toro.
Nice. Yeah, of course. I'll go ahead and take a sip. How is this shit?
Well, he flavored it, so it's good. It's all right, but there's still, even with that magic he cast, there's still something that's kind of coming through in the flavor, and it's not pretty.
I mean, let's be honest though. As a former pirate, is this the worst shit I've had?
Yes.
Wow. I'll be like, holy shit. Yeah, this
Pirates may not have like all the luxuries of life, but at the end of the day, they like to eat food and drink that are okay.
I feel like you get desperate enough. Sometimes you go to some shit. I didn't know if this was the bottom.
No,
of the
it's
barrel.
even worse than that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like even then, like they would have some standards in life. This is beyond that.
How the fuck do you drink this on a daily, Fig? Holy crap.
Because it's here?
I guess if it's all you got.
How do we like feel from drinking it? Like, does the alcohol like hit us, or is like
is this thing like strong, or is it just like fucking weak sauce?
There may have been alcohol in this one day. Once. It's like there's a hint of a time in the past when alcohol was once present within this drink, and
there's not even a point
flavor.
to it. Then
it's just flavor and like crappy water, basically.
Damn.
Poor man's breakfast.
I think this is probably the first time I will ever be sipping on an alcoholic beverage.
It's Bud Light.
No, it's watered down. It's like you take Bud Light,
not
you
sponsored.
put it
Bud
in
Light
a
line.
gallon of water, and then you put it back in a drink.
Not sponsored.
Okay. All right.
I don't think they want. After that one, I don't think they would want to be sponsored. Like, why would they ask? Like,
we probably get a cease and desist letter.
We just gotta clarify.
I'm looking in the mail right now. Oh, there we go. We're being sued.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey guys, say something about Disney.
Oh no. We had a scare last episode.
What? Wait.
What happened last episode?
No, remember we had the or maybe it was 2 episodes ago. Remember, I was editing it last night. Yeah.
Wait, what was the scare?
Remember the Mickey Mouse voice?
Oh
yeah.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
That was bad.
That was I was scared.
All right.
I was really scared.
Okay. All right. I guess we're listening in to these 2 hooded figures now, seeing if we can hear what they're saying at all.
Yeah. One of you can make a perception check, but since everyone's listening, I like one of you can do it with advantage or 2 people can do it. Depends. What do you want to do?
Does Toro have his shield out?
Well, the shield is only sight.
Damn it.
Only stuff for sight. I think.
I'll go for it.
It's only sight.
That actually, it doesn't say sight. It just says perception
22.
in general. But I'll go ahead and say
sort of to balance it. I've been saying it's only sight.
No, it should only be sight. I agree. I'll go ahead and roll with you, Blake.
All right.
All right. I got an 18.
Okay. What did you get, Jack?
22.
Oh, yeah, that's good enough. I mean, listening in, Toro can hear it a little quieter. Like, he doesn't hear it as clearly due to be sort of the positioning of the seats. You're a little bit further away. But Jack, you can hear it in full detail there, whispering. Well, I think the ceremony is going to begin soon. We should head over there. Yes. It's going to be very exhilarating today. I agree. And then they both get up and they start walking in a certain direction.
Finish up, boys.
Yeah. Jack, I think we should take them while we're in the streets. They're making their way over to some ceremony, so we could probably take both of them pretty easily. Just kind of shove them in the alley, and we can bring
Probably
them back.
could. We got to know where that ceremony is.
Oh, fair point to know in the future. Good call. So we got to pick them up right as before they're getting into whatever building or weird cellar, I'm assuming, and we snatch them up. I figure maybe I could. Yeah.
Until we know exactly where they're going. And then if we can, sure, hit them. And if not, then we need 3 black robes. The only problem is one of us is really big and one of us is really small.
This is true. Yeah, I feel like if that were the case, that might be more me waiting on the outside for you guys. And if shit goes south, I move in. I'm not much for subtlety. Literally, I'm not a subtle person physically, nor verbally. So,
I'm a pretty subtle person, so if things go south, look for a tiny little screaming goblin to come running out of there and hide behind your legs.
fine by me. All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead.
I'll be the dork in the black cloak. And P.S., there'll be a lot of me. Don't stab the little one.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
I do have an idea.
What's your idea,
No.
Captain?
We can have Jiggles follow them.
Oh.
We
Can he
take.
do that?
Jiggles can follow!
Fuck.
We can have Jiggles observe the ceremony.
Oh. Catch him on the way out.
Well, not necessarily. Jiggles, you remember where we were, right? The house? Yeah. We followed them to the ceremony. Pick them off. But Jiggles gets in.
Okay.
Tries to find a way in.
Right.
If not, just come back to the house, all right, Jiggles?
Mm-hmm.
Can you not get caught? Can you please not get caught, Jiggles?
Jiggles will try.
Jack, this is like the first big thing that I've asked of you. Don't mess it up.
Jiggles is invisible, so hopefully Jiggles will not die.
Jack just sort of says that almost on the verge of crying because he's just almost certain that something could happen with Jiggles.
Okay. So does Jiggles send off? Do you send him off?
Well,
Yes.
we're also gonna try to follow those two cultists.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So basically these two cultists sort of duck into an alley, and then you guys are following them. There's a couple turns going here, there. Eventually, you're walking down this alley, and you can see that the waterways have been blocked off in this area. So there's no way of anyone who was completely sort of aquatic, they would have no way of getting in here.
Okay.
So keep on going down the alley. Eventually, it's sort of like the homes are growing more closely packed together. And at a certain point, the walls have closed in so much, it's suffocating. You're forced to walk in a single file line. And up above, there are some windows you can see. And there's a face that'll occasionally poke out and look down at you and then kind of go back in, seemingly not interested.
Okay. All right.
Eventually, the walls do begin to widen out, and you can see, a little further up, there's a large clear area. And from what you can see from this area, from here, it's the center is a body of water, and there's the circular dock that's around it. And there are some figures in cloaks that are standing around the dock, kneeling in prayer, it seems, or something.
Fuck.
Okay.
So we probably don't want to walk in the open. Because I'm guessing there's a pathway that leads out into this open area that we've been going down.
Yeah, it's literally this alley, and what those two cultists are walking down, it just kind of widens out, and then there's this open area. And there's some houses and stuff.
Have those two cultists made it down to that open area?
They're very close to.
Fuck. Should we grab their attention before they get out there? It looks like, because we can see figures off in the distance, right?
Yeah, and you can assume that Jiggles is sort of close behind them, as he's closer and he's invisible.
Okay.
And here's the other thing. Looking into that open area, do I see any other paths in or out?
Make a perception check.
Do an investigate or perception?
Perception.
Yeah. All right. Dang, that's my weak one. Here we go. +1. Oh, we're looking at 8. I guess I'm not shiny anymore, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That happened eventually.
Yeah, no. You looking in, you can't really tell. It's a little too far away to tell if there's any other paths. You do see some areas, but you're not sure if they're blocked off by other homes further in. From what you can see from here, it does seem like a lot of it's closed in by homes that are closely built together. And if there is a path, you don't know where it leads or if it ends in a dead end or something.
Right. So I'll sort of pull on someone's hem a little bit and just whisper to these guys. I'm like, I would really like to see what they're talking about here, but on the other hand, I think we'll be spotted. Now, I'm not sure I'd like to go in there, but I might like to talk to one of these boys when they come out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if there's only one way out, it might be better just to wait for them to come out and then we snatch one of them.
And then we fish for someone who looks lonely.
That's fair.
All right. Yeah, Abel, out of curiosity, was there on this route we went, it was pretty singular in how you could get there up to a point, I'm guessing, going through these alleyways and pathways and stuff?
Yeah, it was really singular. It's kind of maybe built on purpose that way, you're not sure, but it is basically a straight path. Or not straight, but it's a singular path.
Okay. Can I climb onto the roof?
Sure, make an athletics check.
Awesome. 27.
Okay, yeah, you can climb up there easily. But as you're climbing up, you're kind of crawling past the window, and it's some guy looks out at you.
What are you doing?
Minding my own business. Fuck off.
Fuck you too.
And he kind of goes back in.
You picked up the local dialect. Congratulations.
Yeah. So I want to like climb up to the roof, and so like I can see down to the pathway, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I want to kind of like run around on like the roofs, like try and like see if there's any way that could like jump down or like jump some. Also, actually, how high is this?
It's about like 3 stories, so 30 feet.
Yeah. I'm willing to risk it.
Should we come
Lordy.
up there with you, Jack, or
Y'all look for a place to jump. I'm gonna like point and like whisper to both of them. Y'all look for a place to jump them somewhere else. If not, I'll jump down and get them.
No. Hey, don't break a leg. Come on. All we got to do is just pretend we're passed out by the opening to this alley. Just 3 drunks sleeping it off in the gutter until someone lonely walks by.
Yeah,
We'll walk up as a group.
we
That's we keep
the point.
sleeping in there.
Yeah, we find someone lonely.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I say you send your little demon friend, whatever the fuck his name is, head
So
him
by this
into
point,
the crowd.
like those 2 cultists have like entered the area and they're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
sort of walking around.
Yep.
You assume Jiggles is probably in there somewhere.
Okay. So can I like, since I'm on the roof, can I like scout the area out of like what's
Yeah,
nearby?
make a perception check.
All right. I want to see
And
if
I'll give you
there's-
advantage since you have like such a high vantage point.
Ooh, okay.
And it's like not like an area where there's like much that's higher than where you are. So you have a good viewpoint basically.
22.
Okay. Yeah. No, you can see a lot. So unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's any other entrances to this area. Any like little paths that were there, they sort of go into a house or they're like basically blocked off by another wall. So mostly just dead ends. This is like the singular path in. It
So
seems.
no viable escape routes.
Aside from where you guys are going to enter, no.
Okay.
Or maybe the water. You're not really sure what's going on in the water, but that's you see like the pool, and you just see they're all sort of gathered around it and sort of praying to
How
the
many
water.
cultists are there?
There are about 20, from what you can count. They're visible, praying. And you can see 2 of them are sort of like going to a cage and opening it up, and they seem to be trying to drag something out of it.
I'm gonna keep looking at that.
Okay. As this is occurring, from your 22, you can see that what they're pulling out seems to be a goblin, and from what you can tell, like a goblin child who's like seems to be like tied up and like gagged, and they're sort of dragging him over to the water, and he's like resisting, well, to the best of his ability.
I'm gonna whisper to Vig to see if there's any sort of interest that he has in this. I'm gonna tell both Toro and Vig what's going on.
Okay. You tell them with message.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, I mean, I don't know that I know this guy. I don't think it's one of mine.
Just making sure he doesn't have like any family or something that got like kidnapped recently.
I want to insight check that actually. Insight check big
Interesting.
because
I thought you meant me. I was about to say.
no, not you.
you
No,
too.
no. I think no. I just want to see if Vig's telling the complete truth that he doesn't know this.
Vig, are you telling the truth? I have no idea.
I'm gonna roll.
Well, I mean,
insight.
not to be too sneaky, I'm going to roll deception. You roll insight.
Yeah.
I got a +3 on that. Let's see what I wind up with. Not high. So 13 total.
I got +2, so 17.
I don't know, man. Are you telling the truth? This is kind of like we didn't cover this in your character.
I mean, what can I glean off that?
I really don't know right now. Like, are you telling the truth? Like, do you not know this person at all?
I might know some of the goblins in the area, and I probably am a little bit concerned, but at the same time, Vig looks out for number one. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
this
all
guy
right,
got
gotcha.
himself grabbed. I'm glad I didn't get myself grabbed. I feel bad for the kid, but what am I going to do? I'm a scabby little urchin thief. I ain't a superhero.
Yep. All right.
That's true. Yeah, so from that, Toro, you can basically just gather, like, he's probably telling the truth. He probably doesn't have any family. Or, well, he may know him,
he
but
may know him,
not,
but he really doesn't care too much.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather not watch this happen, but man, this is a rough place.
Granted, there is only one way in or out of this place.
They've trapped themselves as good as we almost trapped ourselves when we walked in there.
Yeah.
Is there anything flammable nearby?
Yeah, there's like wood all around you, like made out of wood.
Interesting.
Now, as to what would happen if you lit all this wood on fire, that is a different story, which we can get to.
I don't want to do that. Anything near them that's like flammable? So like they're in this area.
From your perception check from before, you, I mean, the docks are made out of wood, but they're also kind of like soaked in water, so probably not too flammable. It's pretty clear. It seems like they keep this area clear. There's some crates. You don't know what's in them. But I mean, they're made out of wood.
How far away are these crates?
On the other side of where you are currently. And like I said, that you don't know what's in them. They're just like wooden crates, which seem to have just been set up maybe as like some sort of stand that they stand on.
Yeah, I mean, let's see.
The kid is now slowly being dragged over. He's fighting for his life. He's almost at the edge of the dock.
What's my alignment?
Wait, Abel. So can we really see this from where we?
Oh yeah, you guys can see it. Yeah,
we're,
like on
we're
the
still in
floor,
that
you can see
alleyway.
It's a little like, huh?
Because we're still in that alleyway.
Yeah, you're in the alleyway. Like Jack can see it in more detail, but you guys can see what's happening. You saw the goblin kid. You saw like them dragging him over.
I'm chaotic neutral. Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, bump it.
So, from what I can deduct, it looks like they're about to murk this kid, right?
Yep. He's screaming out a little bit through his muffled, like he has like a gag on, so you can kind of hear the scream, but not too well. Like,
So like, how many feet do you think these crates are away from me?
honey, that's a lot of feet. Quite a bit.
Call me
a lot.
honey.
A lot.
Like more than 120?
Let me see. I have to double check. I'm checking it right now.
Range of firebolt.
Let's see.
Is it far enough
not.
away?
It's not that far. No, it's about 75 feet.
I'm gonna. I don't want to like fight them, but I want to whisper to Toro and Vig real quick. I could possibly try and cause a commotion, stop them from drowning this kid, have them rush out, and then like the last one, you guys can pick off. It sounds like a bad idea. I don't really care about this kid too much.
Sounds a little risky. And for Vig, what Vig's been saying, shit kind of happens here. We'll make sure to make it up to this kid if he. So I mean, who knows what happens to him? But we're here to take these guys out, so this shit doesn't happen anymore. So
let's rescue more revenge. That's probably the smart play.
Sounds fair. And now Jack's gonna climb down because he doesn't want to see what happens to this kid.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Oh yeah, you do. Jesus.
What?
You may not see what happens, but you do hear it. They finally like sort of take out the gag. You hear one final scream as they sort of throw him into the water, and you hear like some splashing for a moment, and then like he just goes silent.
Yeah, I was to say, if there's something in that water, I would have liked to know what it was.
Oh my God.
interesting.
Well, hopefully Jiggles got outside of that because I didn't want to. So am I able to climb down well
Yeah,
enough?
you can climb down. As you
Right.
go down, you make it down. There's not really.
Do I see the old man again?
Huh?
Do I see the old man again in the window? Damn it. I want to cuss him out.
So you
Right.
get down to the ground, and then make a dexterity check for me, or dexterity saving throw. Sorry.
I'll be there to fucking catch him.
Oh.
No. He
Oh.
climbed down, but make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh.
Don't like that.
Oh. Yikes.
14.
14. Nope. Looking up, you see what seems to be the remains of a chamber pot just splash right onto you, and you see that old man looking down at you like, and he goes back in and closes the window.
My gosh.
They shit off the waterways.
Oh. Man, that kind of looks like the shit we were drinking, Jack. I'm not sure you wanted to bathe yourself in it, though.
If he went to the same bar, then 6 hours ago it was the same shit we were drinking.
If we weren't on a mission, I would go in there and kill that man right now. And then I just use prestidigitation to clean myself.
Yeah, there you go.
You're done. You're clean.
Now that is a useful cantrip right there.
Yes,
It is. Just out of curiosity, can we hear anything they're saying, Abel, from this alleyway?
From this distance, probably not. You guys are kind of a little further away. They haven't even if you were to try to listen in on what they're saying, you would have to probably get a little closer.
Yeah, I don't. Do we really care what we hear? Should we just head back to an entrance or basically a point to where we can kind of subtly sit down and not a totally confined space and just for them to flood out, and then hopefully Jiggles finds out some shit, or we find out some shit from the guy we capture? We just want to do that.
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen my prized possession yet. But if you take the time to peruse my character sheet, you will see that I have a blanket. Pretty useful if you're going to live on the streets, and very useful if you'd like to wrap up near the mouth of an alleyway and, just look like nothing.
Yeah. Know that. I don't really have anything to make myself look. I don't think
hard
I
to
could
make a
look more.
You want to wait around the nearest corner.
Yeah. Honestly, I might just head back out to the initial entrance and chill and wait for you. You two can do your thing, because I know Jack can disguise himself.
I'm losing your audio, Chris.
Oh, no problem.
I can hear everyone else.
Yeah, it's probably just because I'm moving in and out of the mic here. But
it's you know what? It sounds like it's cut off. I don't know if it's something about the video camera or what. You're the only one I lose. So sorry, I'm a little deaf to you. But yeah, I was thinking we should want to do this outside, because if there's only one way in and out of this place, they got to come out that alley.
No, yeah. So basically, I'll probably head out toward the entrance, maybe like a little further out to where I'm not with you guys, so you guys can look a little more inconspicuous.
All right. So sort of taking Vig's idea, I'm going to try and use a blanket from my bedroll, hopefully. And also I'm going to cast Enhance Ability, just so I really don't fuck this up. I'm going to choose Cat's Grace, which I'm choosing myself as a target, so I gain advantage on dexterity checks. So I'm going to try and make sure I can look as stealthily as possible and inconspicuous.
What is the plan?
The plan is Jack and Vig are going to set themselves up somewhere on the path between where we're currently at, the entrance of that plaza, and where we kind of started following them. And somewhere where they can kind of sit there inconspicuously and then be able to pull one guy off aside and then kind of shovel him off somewhere else. And I think I'm going to situate myself further away from him, like probably closer toward the entrance, just so I'm not with them.
I'd like to be all the way out of the entrance so that basically we got more than one way to go if any of these cultists are coming back in behind us.
That's what I'm wanting to do as well.
Okay, so just kind of have like 3 different points of where we are.
Out in the city, because we know they're one effective door now, so we're going to sit right outside their one effective door and wait for someone to look.
That's where I want to be.
Yep.
Like, and
right
also,
yeah.
Abel, I also cast Enhance Ability, choosing Cat's Grace to give me advantage on dexterity checks.
How long does that last?
An hour.
An hour? Okay. Keeping it in mind. All right, cool. And that's not concentration, right?
It is concentration.
It is concentration. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. Cool. All right. All right, so that's not too hard. So you guys set up along this path and you're sort of at the one entrance to this area, and Toro, you were a little further away. You said.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm near the entrance, but I'm kind of set aside from them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's
I
fine.
definitely don't want to be trying to vibe with like what their little homeless look, because I don't look homeless and I look like a beefy motherfucker. So I'm trying not to blow their cover.
I'm also using like a blanket from my bedroll to try and like I'm taking Vig's idea and trying to look.
Got you. Okay.
So you always got a blanket on you. You can sleep wherever. It's great. Just don't expect to wake up with your wallet.
Yeah. So basically, you guys are chilling out there, and we'll say like maybe like 20 or so minutes later, one of the cloaked figures sort of exits from the entrance and kind of looks around and slowly walking forward.
Can we tell if there's anybody far behind?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Just kind of like out of the side of your eye, just look back and see.
8.
And no, you can't tell. It's you're positioned in a way where you can't really tell what's going on behind you.
So this is only the first person?
It could be the only person, you don't know. But it seems like he's by himself and he just walks out. He's kind of alone. He's going forward.
I'd say follow him. And as soon as we get to an area that looks really, really lonely, let's inquire.
Okay.
I'm down.
All right. You two get up and start following. Starts walking forward, and then he kind of turns into an alley. He's walking down by himself, and this is pretty lonely looking, I'll say. It seems like there's no one else here.
That sounds pretty good. All right, so let's take this guy.
Knock him out. Yeah.
I'll probably just like run past him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm ahead of him in the alley.
Okay.
And as soon as I'm past him, I'll just like turn around and face him and just sort of tell him, hey, you should probably come with us, and then point back towards the other two.
Okay. He the way you said it, I feel like it's a persuasion roll almost. It's just kind of funny. But like, yeah, go for a persuasion roll. Kind of interesting.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Persuasion. Yeah, okay. Let's try that. I've got a 3 on it. Where did I put my rolls? Right there. Check it out, boy. 22.
22. Okay, so this is basically like still not too convinced. He's just kind of like looking you up and down. He's like, do I know you too? Do I know any of you?
And
but he's not like on guard yet, if that makes sense. So
absolutely. And I you know what? I'm just gonna keep this persuasion thing going as long as it needs to, I guess. I'm just gonna open my padded jacket a little bit and just show him one of the hilts of the daggers and say, well, you're about to know us, and this could go one of 2 ways, but pal, you really ought to just hand over whatever you've got and walk out of here with us. You look heavy. I don't want to carry you.
And this is more of intimidation now. There you go.
All right, let's look at. I'm probably not super intimidating. Teeny tiny me. Let's see what we've got.
Mm.
12 total.
He looks at the 2 behind him. He looks into one goblin in front. Seems to do some mental math. He's like, and he tries to run past you. And he's trying to run. He's basically just run. He's bolting like past you guys or past Jack and Toro.
Have been flanked before we started this conversation.
Yeah. All right. We roll an initiative. Or can we do? How do you want to do this? He's
not really trying to fight you guys.
So he's trying to run.
Yet, really?
Okay. Is he 20 feet from me?
Mm-hmm.
I want to throw a hand axe at him, and I want to hit him in the back of the head with a blunt end.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay, and then that's plus 6, so 19.
You're just gonna hit. He's gonna hit. It hits him in the back of the head, and he just goes down.
Yeah, that's a total of 10 bludgeoning damage, and I'm looking to knock him out, not to kill him. I rolled max on that shit.
That's cool, but he has 11 health, so he's at 1 health. He's just like on. But he didn't get away. So.
Oh, that's. Wait, so is he knocked out, or is he still up?
For the purposes of this, so you didn't auto kill him. He's on the ground bleeding out.
Well, there we go. It looks like I'm going to be carrying him. I'll pick back up my axe, kind of wipe off the bloodied back end of the wood, because I tried to hit him with the other side of the axe head to get the muscle force.
Jack's gonna be a little bit worried that that Toro might have killed him, so he's just gonna go up, make sure before medicine check, just make sure he's stable and not dead.
Yeah, make a medicine check. Yeah.
Okay.
Jack, he's fine. I didn't kill him. I hit him with the blunt end. That should be fine.
11.
He's okay. He's all right for now.
Yeah,
he'll recover one day.
Jack's just gonna kind of go over and
he lost some of his teeth on the fall, so it's kind of rough. But
he's gonna go over to Toro, point at his biceps, put his both hands around. Put both hands around his biceps. Yeah, you threw the blunt end.
Yeah, I don't understand what the big deal is. He's knocked out. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of hoist him over one shoulder. Be like, all right, we good to go?
Yep.
Ditch that black cloak first.
Yeah. I throw a blanket over him.
Actually, no. I'll take the black cloak off him. What type of guy is this? Is he human, half elf?
Aquatic elf.
Aquatic elf? Okay. Is he around Jack's size?
Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Yep.
You're fucking worshipping now. I toss in the black cloak.
I'm already on it.
All right, you put it on. Easy enough. So where are you taking this unconscious man?
I'm gonna go blanket over him.
You're taking him back to the love shack, dude.
Okay, you take him back to your love shack.
Candlelit dinner set up for him.
Maybe 10 minutes later, you guys are back at your shack.
Oh, nice. No issue. I like it.
No issue. No.
Well, you can really get away with fucking anything on these streets, can't you, Big?
It's
pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Given the area, literally, even if anyone noticed some blood on the blanket that you used to cover him up, they just meh, and they just keep moving. They don't even care.
You probably could have just killed one of the guys in the bar and took his friend. It would have been fine, probably.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about that, but come on, the guy is still breathing. We're the gentlest thing out here on the streets tonight.
He's just a drunk friend, We're concerned. We're concerned citizens.
Yeah. So you're at your love shack. You got your chair and your noose, ominously just sitting there.
So is he awake now?
He is stirring awake a little bit. Yeah.
I want the first thing he sees to be me sitting in a chair, just telling him, "I told you should have come with us."
Okay, he's still a little sleepy though. He's not quite awake yet.
I'll go ahead and I'll tie up his hands with some of my hempen rope.
Okay. And sort of the motion of tying up his hands, make a intelligence check to just make sure you know how to make a knot.
That makes sense. Okay, well that's not the best. Intelligence, that's a 10.
10?
Just straight up a 10.
Yeah, it's enough to make a knot. You're fine.
There you go.
It's not that hard.
My fingers aren't the most nimble.
Yeah, it's a little difficult, but you eventually get the hang of it. And it seems like it'll hold for now. So that motion sort of wakes him up a little bit from your rough handling, and he's like, "Where am I? Who are all of you?"
No. You're not going to be the one asking questions here, all right? All right. So,
and you get to say you're told you should come with us.
yeah. And really, I'm just going to give him this sympathetic head shake, pal, you're a dummy.
Okay, so this is happening. So is that chair? There's another chair with a noose, and then I don't know where you guys have set up this fellow.
Is there another? We'll go ahead and just sit him on the chair below the noose right now, just sitting him down.
Okay, so he looks up and he's like, "Oh, so this is how we're going to play this, okay?"
You get to decide how this goes down, my friend.
So first question: why'd you drown that goblin?
Praise be to Jambalaya.
No, none of that religion bullshit. Why? Why'd you do it for Jambalaya?
To praise Jambalaya, we must give him sacrifices.
What is jambalaya?
No response.
Oh,
All right,
So,
I'm not taking
do-
shit from this guy. Get him up
so
on the
Jack,
chair.
am I punching? Oh no, we're just going straight for the. I thought we rough him up a little bit. You want me to punch him?
No,
I can do that.
Straight to the chair.
Ah, damn it! The
Okay,
axe
so
wasn't enough for me.
you force him to stand up on the chair, you're saying?
Put the noose around his neck. Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay.
I just want to also sort of like, as I'm making sure, like, I want to like pat him down and on the bottom of his boot, I want to slide in the movable button right below his left shoe.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Do you activate it or is it just there?
No, it's just there.
Okay, cool.
All right. So,
Did you say it's because I'm a little back movable button, as in moving
Immovable.
telekinetically?
immovable. So
That's cool.
basically, like it's gonna fix itself. It could, like, when I say hold, it fixes itself to like his shoe, and basically like it can hold up to 500 pounds of weight and even defy gravity. So
That's cool.
Oh.
I've been
Okay.
waiting to use it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's fun. Oh, I can't wait to see this guy's face when we kick out the chair and he doesn't fall.
Who wants to do the kicking of the chair?
You know that's gonna be me.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, not me. I'll smash the chair. Don't let me do that. I think it should be
Honestly,
you,
it doesn't-
Jack.
Okay.
We might want to use the chair later.
Yeah. Okay.
We might want to sit down.
Okay,
So
what's
tell
the
me.
plan? So he's up on the chair right now. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
So the noose is like around his neck, kind of loose, but so tell me again, what is jambalaya?
Still no response.
Tora, why don't you give him some incentive to talk?
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll kind of ball up my fist. I'll go ahead and just kind of knock out one of his knees. Kind of just do a straight punch right to the back of the knee.
To like sort of make his like legs
Yeah,
buckle.
I'm dead legging him basically with my fist.
Yeah, he goes down a little bit. He's like,
Oh, watch it there, bud. You don't want to fall. That would not be good for you.
it may not.
No. You know what'd be good for you though? You answer my friend's questions here, and maybe your legs will stand up a little bit stronger.
Jambalaya
not,
will
I-
protect me.
Jambalaya?
Well, I would think jambalaya appears to be something in that water, and I don't see any water around here. I just see three dudes surrounding you.
He will guide
Asking
me
you
in
some
depth
questions.
to the next land.
Oh, the next thing.
We're just curious about jambalaya. Why won't you tell us what jambalaya is?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
That was so nice. Oh, okay. So
No, it's not bad.
24.
Yeah.
24. Okay. So what you asked him what jambalaya is?
Yeah.
He's
And
a
come
being
on,
of immense power.
proselytize a little. Convert us, pal.
Yeah.
Being of immense power, he guides all those who die to the next life. His power is great and innumerable. He lives within the water, but he occasionally comes out to greet us and prays with us.
How big is he?
What?
How big is jambalaya?
He is magnificent. But
So how
he
do
is
you-
not fat. He is moderate size.
Fuck. Okay.
Hey Chris, by the way, all your typing is coming through. Are you on push to talk or?
Oh shit! Sorry, my mechanical keyboard. My
Any
type.
questions? Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
just whisper to both Fig and Toro. Any more questions for him before we start asking the big ones?
Oh, all right. So, sort of in conference with you guys, here's my thought. We can off this guy if we need. It looks like they've got a cult. If we're gonna pursue information of this guy, it should probably be where we can isolate other members of this thing, try to whittle down that 20 a little bit before we face our final. Or
that's fair, but also we can lay a trap in that one place, only one way in and out.
Honestly. So there's seeming to actually be worshiping something. That kid went in the water and then he died.
Yeah.
They seem like it might actually be something legit. Kind of like how Tobias is an actual person, you know. So we could honestly, hey, look, cultist dude, you listen to me?
Yes.
What would happen if your great old jambalaya were to be severed in half? How would you feel about your worshiping
that
of
is
him?
impossible. You cannot do that. You're too
I know.
weak.
Yes, it's impossible. Too weak. Yada yada yada. I'm saying, what if? What if that happened somehow? Your jambalaya were
if it
not
were possible to do something like that, then I would say we would probably turn to another god.
There you go. You know
Skilpa?
You know what?
But it's
Yeah.
not.
You know Skilpa. I think Skilpa's the
I
god you
know
want.
the
then.
heathenist god, yes.
What's Skilpa's relation to Jambalaya?
Skilpa is but a myth compared to Jambalaya.
I see.
I gotta sort of like almost nod at that one. Yeah, because I think Skilpa's just entirely made up for profit, and Jambalaya just ate a guy. So
This Jambalaya, he comes down from the depths of
But
Redwater.
yes, no, he has been here for longer than we know. He was
No,
only
he comes
recently
down from the
discovered.
depths of Redwater. But I was asking,
But
like, far below.
does he only chill out in that particular pool? You guys kind of sit around.
Currently, yes. We've kept him satiated.
And what would happen if he was not kept satiated?
He would emerge and he would show his glory to everyone.
So you're good Samaritans keeping that from happening.
Of course.
How often do you do these rituals?
Every day.
Every day? What time?
Well,
Same time as
we'll
today.
do one again today, in about an hour.
So you do them multiple times a day.
Yes. 3.
Where do you get this, where do you get these people to satiate Jambalaya?
Oh, we find them on the street.
See, your guy sounds cool, but taking random people off the street and just kind of killing them doesn't seem quite as cool.
Yeah.
Just that. Doesn't seem like
It's
a
for the
very...
greater good.
So, your people, do they have a place of worship?
Yes, that pool.
Only that pool?
Yes, that is where he is.
essence of the actual god. Where else would you do it?
How do you recruit new members?
Well, we would vouch for them and they would show up and they would bring a sacrifice.
Yeah, so I'll probably tell the other two. I'm like, these guys are not going to be popular in the neighborhood because that god's a little bit hungry. So they're going to be a tight-knit group. But here's the deal.
So
There's a lot of people who are going to hate them.
By the way, do we care if this guy hears anything we're saying? Like, do we?
No.
Okay, cool. What I'm thinking, right? If we just show up with, we have a sacrifice right here, actually. You look, I don't know, feel like you could satiate a god.
Yeah. Do they recognize your face?
I don't think
course.
from the sound of Jambalaya, I don't think he cares what's really thrown in that pool, does he, friend?
Oh, yeah,
No.
this guy.
How would you feel about being a sacrifice for your god, by the way? How do you feel about
You'd
that?
be a martyr, wouldn't you?
Ooh, me?
You
There's
are the
nothing
one
wrong with that. If he wills it, he wills it.
You know, I'm feeling a little bit of his will that he might want you. And we can help with that, actually. We can help
That is
bring you there
fine.
safely. Yeah?
That is
Okay.
fine.
Can I
will
insight
go
check
to him
him?
now.
Well, Abel, can I insight check this guy just to see if he's like really being that fervent, or is he just trying to play a long con on us?
Yeah, inside check.
Sweet.
Go for it.
Nice. 10.
No idea.
Cool. All right.
This guy is weird. That like
seems like he's being he's very religious, very fervent in his beliefs. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Just kind of out of the ball, out of the box. What if we have this guy as a sacrifice? I have a giant pole, some rope. We basically just tie this guy to the end, and we basically fish out Jambalaya, and then we just kill this guy, this thing, right? And then after that, the cultists don't have anyone to worship. Then we're there when they show up for the next sacrifice. Jambalaya's dead, and we're like, hey, just letting you know, Sculpa did this shit. You guys should be worshiping the true God, whatever the fuck you want to say. And then problem solved.
So I think the Reverend's real issue here probably is with Jambalaya himself. Because if the God's gone, then the worship's gone. Here's the thing. I can think of a few ways to go about this. They've cut off the water to that area, which means they've trapped him. So if we go talk to Jambalaya, we probably want something really good and poisonous and nasty to dump in his one living area. The other thing that we could try, if we just really want to be cowardly, is to open the waterways back up and let him go.
I'll let Jambalaya just run free.
Yeah, if we take the chains off their god and let him run away, that might do it too.
Are there
I
chains
wish-
on your gun? I asked the
we
guy.
will
in the
never
chair.
chain him. Chains cannot hold him. He prefers
I mean, the
to
figurative chains. He also can't swim out, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh no, it seems like he can. This guy said himself he occasionally graces them with his presence to pray.
Yeah, no, I mean, he can walk out, but what I'm saying is they've got that pond cut off, all the waterways, though, or the one waterway in and out of this place that we saw
Yeah.
was blocked off and dry.
So you're
So
saying
they-
we should
I
open
mean-
that back up, and that could also be a way.
Whether on purpose or not, they've got their god locked up in a pool.
Yeah.
So we could just try to let him loose, or we could take advantage of the fact that he's got one isolated dwelling spot.
I think we need to find a way to kill him. I don't think we can necessarily let him loose because I'm not sure that these disciples would just go over to Skilpa.
They
Well,
might catch him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I didn't realize Tobias doesn't really care what happens with whatever. I thought we wanted to convert these guys, but if we don't care what happens, then yeah, we should just fucking kill Jambalaya. And
I
that's
think
that.
what Tobias doesn't want is another choice on the block. He doesn't want people muscling in on his turf. This is his deal. There's a
I gotcha.
He wants his rivals gone.
I have a question for you. Does Jambalaya like his meals dead or alive?
Either is fine.
Either's fine.
Yes.
Jack smiles.
God.
Well, I shall go see him now. And the guy kicks out the chair from underneath him.
Oh, button.
Ah, boom!
Okay, you activate the button.
To hold him.
Oh yeah.
I activate.
Kind of just
Oh, you
stand
activated the
up,
button?
and
Okay,
I'll just
yeah.
kind of.
So basically, like, as soon as he starts to fall, the button activates, and like his boot sort of like, it's almost as if there's like another chair underneath him. So he kind of like, he's like kind of hanging from like from the rope, but like kind of supporting himself on his like foot. It's a weird sort of position to be in.
I just wanna tell this guy, surprise!
What is this heresy?
Yeah.
And I'm turning Jack, and also I'm gonna tell him just like, you guys are fun.
All right, I'll go ahead and I'll take one of my arms and I'll just kind of hoist it around him, just and then kind of lift him up a little bit. Jack, you want to get that a little thing out of there?
Yeah. I take the button out.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of... Actually, I'll take my other hand. And I'll take... I'll go ahead and take my other hand, grab the axe, cut the noose out,
Mm-hmm.
and then just kind of lower him. I'm just still holding on to him, basically.
Okay, you got it.
All right.
So wait, I thought we wanted this guy dead.
Yeah, but I didn't know if we wanted more questions for.
I don't know.
No one? No more questions?
I can't think of anything particular. I mean, it sounds like we know what we need to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So can I question? I know I get disadvantage for doing range attacks from melee range,
Mm-hmm.
but is there a way I can execution style shoot him with firebolt?
Firebolt?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have disadvantage on the hit, but I mean, if you just stand it a little bit away, you could just kind of shoot at him, I guess, over time, since it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also holding it right now, so please don't hit me. It'd be nice.
Like,
Well,
you won't
that's
hit
what I'm saying.
Toro.
He's Toro's holding him close, so I can't just put my hand right up to his head, and execution style shoot him.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just for the specific scenario, it's fine.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
helpful.
I'm gonna try this more than once. I've been waiting to do this.
Okay,
You're basically
I would say it's kind of like he's grappled, but also the thing is, the guy wants to die, so I don't think he's gonna really put up much resistance, which is why I'm saying this scenario it's fine, but in the future it'd just be
It's
a
a
grappled
millennial.
condition, and you would still have a disadvantage.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna pull out my finger gun, and I'm just gonna put it up to his temple.
Your guns can actually kill people?
Yeah, oh, yeah. My finger guns, they shoot scorching ray. Yeah.
So you're using Scorching Ray or Firebolt?
No, I'm using fireball. I'm using
Okay,
fireball.
good.
Not using the spell slot on.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm just gonna
goddamn.
put my finger gun up to his left temple and just slowly lower my thumb and shoot firebolt.
Yeah, he was on 1 health, so he's gone.
Johnny, 1 hit point's probably done now.
Yeah, he's out.
All right, well, that was pretty cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll let him drop to the ground.
Yeah, his there's just this seared through hole through his head, and just kind of nasty. You can see his brain
Well, I
through
just
it.
realized we can fucking just leave this guy here. We don't even have to worry about the cleanup. That's nice.
Fine, there was all the on the floor.
Yeah.
Weren't we gonna use him to bait out?
Oh
the,
shit! No, we were. Yeah, we were gonna do that.
We're going to bait jambalaya with this guy. I want him dipped in so much poison.
I like that idea.
Yeah, honestly, that's a good idea.
I like that idea a lot.
Hey, wait. What? I mean, can we just dip him in that fucking Blackwater beer? Whatever the fuck. Fucking dunk him in a vat of that, let him sit for a little bit, and then we feed that to jambalaya?
I could also just spoil it more and more with prestidigitation.
Oh, Jesus.
Just
There you go.
Okay.
I think that's the plan.
All right, so you guys make it over to the beer graveyard, and you want to ask the guy for a tankard?
no, we want more than a tankard. We want a barrel.
Okay. You come up to the guy. He's like,
Hello, how can I help you?
Hi. I want a barrel of your shit drink.
You want a barrel?
Yes.
An actual barrel.
Like an actual, like a barrel. And
You
hey,
want an actual barrel of the stuff?
you know what? We'll even
Roll
give
it down the street in a barrel, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? We'll even give it back to you afterwards if you want.
Oh my god. Are you guys... Look, if you need anyone to talk to, I'm here.
No, like I'm saying, we're
Ah.
gonna give you the barrel back, and it's still
Amusing.
gonna be full of the stuff. There's not gonna be that
Okay.
much gone. So
Sure thing. Yeah, I mean, five silver, man.
there we
Are
go.
you guys
Easy.
sure you want to go down this path? You know what you're
I'll
asking
toss it.
for.
Oh, I know. This is
Oh my
exactly
God.
what we need. Yeah, no, this is
I'll
fantastic.
pay for it.
You got
Okay.
it? Okay, you got it.
Well, technically, Jeff has it, but
oh, when you go
Oh,
to look at
wow.
your money, by the way, Jack,
Yeah?
you notice that 10 gold are missing.
Dude, what the fuck?
Dude, it was the 13 passive, bro. In that fucking crowd, you got fucking snatched.
Yep. Oh, Toro, you too.
I had 19 passive. Excuse me. Did I get snatched?
This guy rolled a 19 plus like 3.
Jesus.
Passive?
Fuck.
Fuck.
That's why I was like giggling like when I rolled a 19.
Oh my god! All right, I'll take. All right, no, that's what I'm like. Fuck.
We should just
Oh, it's 10 gold. At least you didn't take everything.
How long has it been since?
That was like when you guys were with Reverend Tobias Gadsden. It's been a while.
How long has it been since like the entrance of the thing when the guy came out?
Like 20 minutes. 30 minutes.
Okay. So I still have Cat's Grace. The advance on dexterity.
We waited for 20 minutes when you went to grab the dude. Then it's been 30 minutes since then. So you have like 10 minutes left.
All right. I'm gonna go on a street and try and pickpocket somebody.
Okay.
Just some random
interesting side adventure we have here.
I'm pissed off.
Okay. Right. Go ahead, pickpocket someone. Yeah, roll your sleight of hand.
I am just standing well away, like, hey.
20.
20. Yep. You grab whatever's 23. In their pocket and you run off. They 23. Don't seem to notice.
Right. What'd I get?
You got 2 copper.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
They're fucking poor, dude.
Poor. Yes.
You're actually stealing for the poor.
This is a slum. Everyone here is like,
that's probably why they only took 10 gold. They're like, 10 gold, holy fuck. Probably was like, hell, I made out like a bandit.
See a guy walking around with a top hat and a cane. It's like, that's the guy that robbed us.
The fucking guy.
All right.
That's so true. Some like little child just running around with like a top hat and a cane. Like, yes, you have to invest more in stealth.
We'll hang out outside the monocle store and wait for the guy who took your shit.
Yeah. Just like, hey, what makes you think you can afford that? Did you just, recently acquire 20 gold for some reason?
There you go. So we got the barrel.
Yeah.
Right.
I can carry that, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Nice. I bet. Yeah. I need some odd looks carrying a barrel. That shit.
Yep. No, there's a few people who recognize what it is, and they're like, they nod their heads, like they're like, oh.
Poor souls. We made a suicide pact.
That's a rough way to die.
They probably think you just got like hoodwinked like really hard or something. Oh man.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta make sure my dog's not drinking out of the toilet.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. So in the meantime, guys, do you dip this man's body in this tankard?
Oh yeah, no, we shove him in there.
Okay, you're seasoning up pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I realize it's not gonna be a perfect fit, so Toro will make sure he gets shoved in there. God, it's kind of disgusting. It's like we're fucking pickling a body. It's kind of
it smells like
nice. Hey, you know what, dude? It's all for jambalaya, man. All in the name of jambalaya.
Guys, I am so sorry. I have a knock at my door. Let me see what's up. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Edit this.
Right. No, go for it.
Hey, guys. No, it's okay. Never mind. It's my family coming back.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Okay. So you have your seasoned cultist body, seasoned with the finest Blackridge beer.
Delicious. We're bringing the barrel because Jambalaya may not eat this guy. And if he doesn't, that barrel's going straight into his house.
I want to flavor this dude up.
We did flavor him.
No. Like the prestidigitation.
You want to add more?
More flavor? Oh no! Prestidigitation foiling? Is that what it is?
No, like I can actually like flavor him.
You know what I did with prestidigitation? Just kill the smell.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. If prestidigitation can do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to flavor it up and try and like just like a harmless sensory effect. So like instead of an odd odor, kind of make a sort of pleasant odor.
Okay. Yeah, to counteract the smell of the terrifying Blackridge.
And then that first bite,
yeah. So the Blackridge beer it smells terrible, but like with your work, it's kind of muffled a bit, so it's a little.
Because I can have 3 non-instantaneous effects at a time.
I feel like you stack a few on him and you're good to go.
I want the flavor and the sweet smell.
Yeah. So it's a decent smell.
Guys, I just
this stuff is like nasty, but you've been able to counteract it just enough.
Know you're deep into the game when you get to does prestidigitation stack?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So are we ready to go ahead and head down and give Jambalaya his sacrifice?
Yeah.
How are we transporting everything? So we have a dead body flavored up and
barrel. No, we're bringing the barrel. He's just going to be stuffed in the barrel, and I'm just going to be carrying the barrel. So it's no big deal.
Yep.
Just,
okay.
Yeah. Look the barrel.
So with another person in there, just make a strength check for me, or athletics check for me.
No problem. I will
heavier.
do that. Yeah, no, I got you. Strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Never mind, it's the same. 21.
21. Yeah. It's a little rougher, but you got it. You got it on you. You can.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh my lord. What a.
I bet you didn't expect this, Abel.
This is something else. I'll say that.
There you go.
Yeah. I expected pretty much just exactly this.
Yeah. It's cyclical. We always come back to the beer. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, in a place like this, circle of life. So walking down the street back to Jambalaya's house, keeping my eyes open for any of his friends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to make sure when we'll be walking our way back, and want to make sure we don't walk in on a worship meeting there, because I know it happens in an hour.
Yeah, I mean, on the way back, we're cutting it close here with time, but you got about 5 minutes or so before.
This is perfect. It's perfect. We get 5 minutes to kill Jambalaya. They show up. He's dead. I don't see how I can work out any better.
All right, so you guys are standing in the arena. Or, well, not arena, but
5 minutes
in the arena.
I hope 5 minutes is enough, because if not, that's
there's a pool of water and there's
this guy is an actual god. It's been great knowing you guys.
Yeah. Good session, guys.
Yeah.
Like Cthulhu just shows up, like, hello.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry.
Sorry,
I'm going with
didn't realize
Jambalaya.
you were an actual god. My bad.
It's just like, ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, we can
what are you
kill
gonna
20 guys for you to make it up. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's a buffet tonight. Yeah. That's plan B.
So how exactly? Well, so can we have a conversation as we're walking down the alley to kind of plan how we're going to do this?
Yes.
All right.
I would recommend it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So how exactly are we doing this? Are we just tossing the barrel in there? He pops up, and then what? I don't think we want to fight him in the water. We want to get him out, right?
Yeah. And I have an idea for that. We can try and keep him back away from the water if we are able to draw him out enough with the body. Throw some of those crates and something flammable over towards the water edge, and I can set it aflame.
Well, we could just break some of that shit up beforehand and have it.
Yeah.
And then you can light it on fire. That's good. Okay. But the thing is, how do we get him out of the water? That's my question. Because my idea was initially, we basically just act like we're going fucking fishing. We just tie this guy, we take him out of the cask. We just tie this guy around the rope. I have the rod that goes pretty far, so we can essentially use that as a fishing pole. And then we just wait for him to start coming up, and I just yank that shit out.
Shit, what's your rod do again?
It can expand up to let me look.
10 feet.
Yeah, it can expand up to 10 feet. So we can go fucking spearfishing or shit with this.
Yeah, but what if it's
on this?
What if it's huge?
That's what I'm saying. We want to
what if it's
what if it's way too big for us to try and fish that out? I mean, I could do enhanceability on your strength checks, but
oh wait, that could be.
The other thing is, what if it's smart? If it's watching us and knowing what we're doing, then our plan's going to change really quick. Is this thing a beast, or is this thing a thinker and talk?
Yeah, it's true.
Good point.
I have a feeling even if it's smart, if it sees 3 people trying to fuck with it, it's just going to kill us or attempt to. So
that's what we want.
I feel like either way, it's either...
I'll go ahead and tell you I'm real nervous, and this isn't usually how I do things, but hey, it's your game.
Yeah. I mean, this is how we do things. We beat shit up. At least that's how
we do things here. We just
I mean, granted, it is hopefully poisoned somewhat, so if it does eat it, it would like die.
And you guys got it in there good. Like when you opened up that tankard, it was nasty in there.
Awesome.
And by the way, if we want it out of the water, all we got to do is roll that barrel into its house.
There we go. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. So yeah, that guy's not getting his barrel back.
Yeah, sorry, pal. That's 5 silver.
Maybe if he trusts people in robes more.
All right.
Yeah, gestures to himself wearing the robe. Here's
what I'm thinking. You get there. I break up some of the shit, fucking barrels and whatever, the crates around the area. I can kind of scatter that about. Vig will be there with the barrel, ready to tip it over into the water. Jack and I are going to be holding the pole with the guy tied to it. We'll fish him out there. Hopefully Jambalaya will come up for the body.
Wait, well, what if this, instead, we don't fish him out?
No.
We have the body laying on the ground outside.
How is he going to know? Oh,
Vig will flush him out with the nasty water.
Just dump the water in there and then he just comes out?
Yeah. And if he trusts those in robes more.
Well, yeah, you still have the robe, don't you?
Yeah. Jack's wearing it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so actually, you should just do that. Vig, I'm guessing you're stealthy. You're fast, right?
Yeah, I got some stealth on me. Of course I do. Come on. How does this tiny guy like me live out here this long?
All right, so then here's what you do. Yeah, Jack, you're out on the dock or in the area near the water with the body laying in front of you. Vig dumps the barrel into the water. Then he darts off. I'm off on the side, kind of out of vision. And hopefully he should pop up. And then you'll be there at the body.
Just one tiny modification. First, let's see if we can get poor Jambalaya to actually eat this guy. Because if he can, he's probably going to start looking a little blue around the gills. If we can't trick him into eating this guy and getting sick, of course I'll dump that shit into his house. Enjoy, Jambalaya.
Let's see if we can do that. Have the body, see if the smell attracts him out of the water. Come eat it.
Yeah. Okay. So should we be standing next to you?
No.
Okay.
No. But still break the stuff up.
Yeah. No, I'll still break the stuff up and prep. Yeah. And then Vig will kind of be off to the side with the barrel.
He's just waiting with that barrel, and if we can't lure him out, or even if we do,
go ahead and pour it in. Kick it in anyway. Yeah.
Okay, so getting there, you have this sort of clear pool area.
Yes.
So, Vig, you're off to the which side, the left or right side?
Well, how big's the pool?
It is. Let me look at its diameter real quick.
We have a map.
The diameter. Actually, you know what? Let's just get y'all over to it. There you go.
Then
there we go. Look at that.
So where's the one
where you all are currently stationed?
Oh shit, that's a big pool.
That ain't small.
Dang, that's like what? It's close to like.
It's a lot. It's the diameter is 55 feet diagonally.
A big pool.
It's 35 by 55.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's big.
Man, I hope it's not like SeaWorld and that's like the entire size of his enclosure, for him. I hope he's not that size.
How inhumane.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know how poisonous one barrel's going to make a pool that big.
Yep. Yeah. You know what?
I think maybe he's really sensitive to water. Great here.
Yeah.
Well, you got the body though. You got the body.
Yeah,
I think the body's a better shot.
Yeah. All right. So I think I'm gonna be. I guess I should probably. Are these able? Just out of curiosity, I see on this map. It's like this wooden plaza area, a pool in the middle, and then there's kind of like these roofs off to the side. Are those on level with us?
These are like homes and buildings. They're not open to you. There's like a few doors on like some of them that are like seem to be locked or closed up. But it doesn't seem like anyone's living here.
So where's
This
the
way.
entrance into this area?
This right below you guys.
Yeah, right where
Okay.
we walked in.
So that's a pretty big area. That's a,
Actually, wait. Okay, so there's this house right close to us off to the left. Is that locked?
Yeah.
Can I just try to bust that open?
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm
Make
just
an
gonna roll
athletics
on
check.
an athletics check. Yeah. That's gonna be a 17.
Yeah, you can bust it down. Like you hear a loud crack. It's open.
All right, this is where I'm hiding.
All right, we'll say you're like in there.
Yeah.
where
Well,
you
first
gonna be big?
I'm gonna break up the wooden stuff, right, and kind of scatter it in front across like the. How can I?
So where exactly is that? Like, can you paint it on there? And just show me where it is. And I'll tell you how much there is. So I'll tell you when to stop painting.
I kind of just wanna. Like, how do I do this?
Can you just give him like a number of feet that he can use? I feel. You know?
Yeah, let me see. So I think you have enough to. With breaking up everything, you have enough to maybe cover up one side completely.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to kind of like scatter it across there.
Okay.
That length of the side. Yeah.
Over here too.
A flask of oil if you want to set that on fire later.
Ooh,
Oh, to, like, help
You
loot-
should
yeah.
do that. You should do that. You should do that.
Actually, yeah, just go ahead and dump it on there now. I'd say
Yeah.
just oil it up.
Yeah,
Make
get
it
it
nice
ready.
and flammable.
Yeah,
A couple nice lines across that leg.
that's
Yep.
good.
That's
How many-
like 5 feet.
You
here.
only have one flask of oil. You have an.
I do.
You
It's-
do.
You know how little I am? This is a pretty stuffed backpack, I gotta say. But yeah, I got a flask.
Nice.
Jack's gonna be like, I have that other flask of oil. I may have another idea.
Okay.
Or you can, or if you've got a good throwing arm, you keep it.
Actually, I'm not bad at a throw. Probably ranged dexterity.
Yeah. You're pretty
Alright.
good at it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You keep it.
Want to oil this wreckage up?
Keep it on and on top.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
What? Oh, okay. He's probably doing something. All right, so we got that done.
I said something in my Google Home started doing stuff. I was like, what?
Your brother's always watching, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I was wondering what that was. You know what? Actually, I'm so sorry, guys. My audio's getting worse. I'm losing you guys. It's got to be me.
It might be the connection distance.
Yeah, the internet may
Yeah.
be the issue.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe you know what? Just disconnect and reconnect. Maybe that'll reset it. I don't know.
Maybe. Let me try that here.
So in the meantime, you guys have set all this up, right?
Yeah.
Now what are you doing?
All right. So Jack, you're just gonna be up front here with the body, and
Yeah.
you're gonna handle with getting him out.
I'll certainly do that. Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna go ahead and hide in this house.
Okay.
Now what?
I'm gonna have the body like up here, just like right in front of me.
Okay. So we'll draw a little man there.
All right.
So right above you, right?
Mm-hmm. Right above me.
So he's right there. Yeah, that's good enough.
He's in the space right in front of me. He's about 5 feet out from the wooden trap that we've laid. And right after. Right.
Okay. So
Wooden
right
traps.
there. That's where you're setting the body.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, I'm back. You hear me all right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Pretty good.
Okay. Seems like that.
I think I
actually
can
worked
hear
out.
you a little better too.
All right. Nice.
So he's over there. So that's where the body is. Now what are you guys doing?
I think the last thing is just Vig needs to get the barrel and hide somewhere.
Yeah, so I'll probably go. Can I drag my character? No, I can't really.
Yeah. You can. No?
Okay.
All right. 1 second. Let me see. Maybe I can.
Just make sure you're on the arrow of roll 20.
Yeah, make sure you're on the
Black
arrow
move.
setting. I thought you would be able to control him. Let me just double
I
check.
am on the arrow setting. Let's see.
No, I can't. I can't.
can't.
You
You can't
need
either?
a-
Oh, okay. Hold on. Show to everyone. Edit. Let me see. Maybe that's what it was.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
it should
Good
be,
picture.
can be controlled by all players. There we go. Cool.
Oh, there we go. I like the character art for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good find.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, it looks like you'll be able to move him now.
There I am. So
There you go.
over here where I can just tip that barrel in on this corner.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we'll say
Awesome.
the barrel's like in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, between me and the water.
There you go.
All right. So I think we're ready.
Open in the room. Do we see anything in that pool?
Do a perception check.
Also, is Jiggles here?
Yeah, Jiggles has just been following y'all around.
Fuck.
He's invisible, but you want him
ask
to be
if
visible?
Jiggles saw him, dude.
Yeah, Jiggles. Also, the perception check that Vic was doing, like Jiggles. How large is this creature?
What? The thing inside of the water?
Yes, the thing inside of the water.
Yeah, I didn't really see it. I just saw the guy kind of fall in, and then I saw a lot of blood, and there was a lot of screaming, and there was some bubbles. That's about it.
Perception of 18, by the way.
Looking in the water, you can't. It's kind of dark. Not very well lit here in Blackridge, but you see something moving in there, but you can't tell what it is from this. Like from here, you would have to go into the water to see it more clearly.
Yeah, let's just take a step back from that pool and mention to Toro. Maybe push him forward with the pole, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Jack, you want my pole? Here you go. I'll toss him the pole of collapsing. So basically, I'll just show him there's like a little button on the side that basically like expands it. That's a command word, actually.
Yeah.
So I just again, the command word is expand. As I say that, it just goes boop.
Yeah.
It's a 10-foot pole.
I just use the pole, slowly push the body towards it.
Okay, so the body is slowly being pushed here. You want to go further?
Does anything happen?
I'm trying to feed a fucking shark at SeaWorld, dude.
Nothing happens here, no.
I'll push it a little bit further.
Got a dangle.
Okay.
You sure you don't want me to tie a piece of rope to him so you can use it like a
Get
fishing
closer to
pole,
the edge.
Jack?
Now what?
Yeah, that might be bad. Well,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, how close did you push it? Oh, wait, hold on. Before you do that, how close did you push it?
He's like in that 5 feet away.
yeah,
So,
that area.
5 feet, like there. So is it
Yeah.
on like the edge or like just there on the wood? What are you doing?
There on the wood.
Yeah, here I'm gonna use. Let's see. I have hempen rope on me. Yeah, I got 50 foot of hempen rope. I'll go ahead
Can you
and
make a little splashy on that pool so he knows we're here?
yeah. So here's what I'll do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Here, Jack, hand me that pole real quick.
I do so.
All right. So I'll take the pole, and it's 10 feet. So I'll get 5 feet away, and I'll use the. Actually, no. I'll get up right next to the dead body. Not toward the edge, but like in the center. I'll kind of take the pole, I'll swish it around in the water a little bit. Then I'll walk over to the body. I'll tie a knot around the pole. I'll tie a knot around the body, around the center of mass.
Okay.
And then I'll just walk back to Jack and hand it to him. So it's all you now.
Also, I'm gonna have like the button like nearby just in case.
Yeah.
Like
So you don't get yanked.
Yeah.
So you don't go swimming?
yeah. Honestly,
That'd be-
I could have put it on the body and just like had the thing like come up, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, it might eat your button.
Yeah, he might. I don't want him to eat my button. All right, so I'm just.
So you got a body on a fucking fishing pole. So you need to scoot him in a little bit though, where you can whip on it.
Yeah, I scoot him in a little bit more towards the edge.
Okay.
So he's like on the edge at this point.
Okay, so he's on the edge. Crap, I lost control of it. But when his head is like right there, you all hear a, and you see like a large mouth sort of just right out, grab onto the head, and like whip it up into the
I'm
air.
gonna pull back.
Pull back what?
He's gonna pull back on his fishing pole.
On the fishing pole?
Wait, I'm like debating. Sorry, can you describe what was happening?
Yeah, sure.
Well,
You see
he's
a
taking out
large,
the body.
scaly mouth grab onto the head, throw it up in the air, and start and just sort of clamp down its entire huge mouth onto it, and you hear as it's like shaking its head back and forth and like sort of like tearing off chunks of its flesh. And this large beast has just sort of emerged from the water. And looking at it now, you can tell as it's sort of pulling itself out of the water, sort of finding something displeasurable about the pole kind of in its mouth a little bit. It's a huge crocodile, and it's sort of just pulling its way out of the water.
I'm gonna take a step back.
Do you let go of the pole?
No.
So you're pulling the pole
with
you?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
I have the pole, but it has like rope on it, so it's gotta be like some slack.
Oh, okay. There's some slack to it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like ripping onto it, and you see like it goes back into the water. And 1 second. And so then you see the rope is slowly like starting to lose slack, and it's like being pulled into the water.
Toro.
I'll run out.
Okay, you're there and you grab onto the pole.
I'll grab onto the pole as well. Start like heaving back with Jack.
I'm like, I do hold at this point.
Oh, you can hold on the button?
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I do hold on the button.
Where's the button placed?
Can I put it on the pole?
No, it has to be clothing or fabric.
You can do it on yourself to make sure you don't move.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on my shirt.
Okay, on the front or back?
Do you want it to indent into your chest, or do you want it to rip the back of your shirt?
All right, both of you make athletics check, or one person with advantage. You decide.
Toro.
Yeah, you might want to let me do this one. Oh! 25.
25? This is like a miracle basically happening. This is like an actual miracle right now. Like that is the exact DC. Holy shit.
What? Oh!
Like, yes! This is an actual miracle. So basically what's happening is you like garner all the strength in your body, and Jack is helping as much as he can.
Jack is keeping it in place, and I'm making
kind
headway,
of with the
basically.
button. You can hear like some stretching from the shirt, and you can hear like some like as like maybe some strands are being ripped. But like Toro is able to like and like pull on the rope just enough where the thing's like head pops out of the water, displeased.
Yeah, I'll bet.
It like bites down one more time, and you see the guys like. Where did you guys attach the rope to?
I attached it to the midsection of his body, basically.
You see it just like snap down, and like half of the body flies off and kind of goes flying back towards you guys and just splatters on the ground. It swallows it, and it begins to crawl out of the water. Let's all roll initiative now.
Hey! There we go. Nice. Oh, man.
Oye la frecuencia que se queda fija.
Hey everyone, Abel here. Thank you all so much for listening to this episode of Natatory Nightmare. As you may have noticed, we do have a guest this episode. Honestly, thank you so much, Gabe, for coming out and agreeing to be a guest on the show. It was a great time, and I'm sure you guys probably enjoyed having him on as well. So you guys will see the sort of conclusion to the side adventure after this. But thank you so much, Gabe. And he wanted to just let you guys know that he is an author that writes books. I know, right? He'll mention it later on at the end of the podcast, but he writes the Warlock Holmes series. So if you guys are interested in a sort of mix between Sherlock Holmes's mystery solving and D&D sort of shenanigans, it's a pretty cool read. So I would recommend checking it out. I think you can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Audible, wherever books can be found / listen to. So, give it a listen or read. A friendly reminder to follow us on Twitter at SalesOffRails, or email us if you would like to name a character. A couple of characters this episode, such as Tobias Gadsden, were named by or after listeners, such as yourselves. And many more will be showing up soon. This one, I think we only had Tobias Gadsden. I could be wrong. There may have been someone else. But it was pretty cool. So, worth it. And if you guys are enjoying the podcast, please share it with your friends, parents, siblings, whoever possibilities are endless. You can always find us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. As always, it helps us out, and we appreciate it. Sorry if I sound dead. It's 4:05 a.m. as I'm editing and uploading this, so I'm not. It's okay. I'm in a different mental state right now. So, in any case, now for all the music we use this episode: Barbarian by Pierlo, Brooke's Dreams by Dan Lebowitz, Red Eye by E's Jammy Jams, Medusa by Kevin MacLeod, Primavera and La Guerra del Sonido by Silva de Alegria, Knowlesville by Tintamare, Like Lee by the Mini Vandals, My Peeps by Aaron Lieberman, Honeybar by Rondo Brothers, Kingsmen by Bizbass Studio, Calm the Fuck Down by Brooke for Free, Rustled Feathers by Silent Partner, High School Hero by Silent Partner. And that's it. If you have any questions, concerns, suggestions, whatever, please feel free to email us at salesofftherails@gmail.com. And thank you all so much for listening. Enjoy the rest of the episode and have a nice day. One of you roll 2d10 for the poison that you just inflicted on this poor beast.
Let's go with you, Blake. I get it.
How about our guest does it?
Oh yeah, Gabe, go ahead.
You guys are sweet. All right, so
it was also his beautiful idea.
Oh, that's true. It was Gabe's idea to poison it.
Yeah.
Every advantage. Roll 2d10. What do we got?
14, by the way.
14.
That's
Okay.
pretty decent.
So Vig, if you look, there's an initiative tracker, and you can sort of put your initiative there. It's not manual, so I'll order them, but we can basically.
I love having.
Here goes my initiative. Oh, look at me! Oh no!
14 damage this thing.
Your nimble thief just crit failed initiative. That puts me at 4.
I crit succeeded my initiative, and he crit failed. Dang.
All right, so you're at 4. Let's look and see what Jambalaya gets. Okay.
You know something? I was secretly hoping crocodile when you said jambalaya. Well done.
Oh.
I thought it was gonna be some big old Cthulhu monster.
I thought it was gonna be some tentacle thing.
I'm watching
Nah,
tonight.
man, Louisiana. Let's go.
As soon as you started saying that, it's saying all this stuff, describing, I'm like, are we in New Orleans?
Okay, I'm coming out. Gonna make some jambalaya.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Jack. You're first. Initiative
All
order.
right. I'm gonna take the hold off of my button,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna just let go of the rod and whip out my finger gun and aim it at Jambalaya. I'm gonna try and shoot 2 bolts off of it, in one bolt at the wood that's like next to it to set it ablaze.
Okay.
So I'm casting Scorching Ray.
Scorching Ray? Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You're doing Scorching Ray on the wood, not on him, right?
Two rays.
Two rays on
I get 3 rays of fire.
Oh, that's
So
right,
it's like,
that's right.
I'm doing the little Destiny Gunslinger animation where I like throw my hand up and it catches on fire. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. I don't get the reference, but sure.
Also, as a bonus action, I'm gonna do a Mantle of Flame. Like,
Okay, Mantle of Flame is up.
there we go.
Cool.
Yeah, set myself on fire, and then I roll.
Okay.
So I got 17. Oh wait, hang on, I have to add it. So I have a 23, all effective 23, 20, and the last one is the one for the wood.
So they were what again? Sorry, 20
23, 20, and 12. And the 12 is meant
for the
to be-
wood? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first two, wham, wham, both hit, roll damage.
And that's 8. So 23 fire damage.
23 fire damage. Nice.
Yeah. And that ignores resistance to fire damage.
Yeah, he didn't have resistance, but anyway, so cool. All right, so that happened.
I feel good with my finger gun. So does the wood set on fire?
Yeah, no, that did set on fire. So now we have this like roaring inferno. Sorry, I'm just writing down some stuff. All right, so basically now we have this roaring inferno that is occurring over this entire area here. It's quite impressive, and that will do damage to Jambalaya on the start of his turn. Get there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, does that conclude your turn?
Well, I want to like move over to there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna,
Move
like-
away.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. Cool.
All right, and I'll end my turn.
All right. So on his turn, or sorry, not on his turn. Jambalaya uses a legendary action to lunge and move up to half his speed. So
Yeah.
okay, so he's gonna move forward.
Yes.
1 second, let me bring him to the front.
On
Okay.
the papa.
He like basically lunges towards where Jack was a moment ago, but he kind of ran away. So he comes over to you, Toro, and he's
Yeah.
now in front of you.
Yeah. He is, right? Yeah, he's right there.
This like large beast like is moving it towards you, and it's about to impact. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna brace for that, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and meet him with. I think I'm gonna do an axe in his face.
Mm.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus. Let me see. Do I want to do that? Let me look. Hit a creature. Oh, you know what? We're gonna. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna use my attack action. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for just a slice right across as he's trying to probably opening his jaws to attack me. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just take my battle axe to his face.
Okay. Oh, I should also mention, what's his name? Jiggles is like here-ish, maybe. I'm
Is
just
that
using
what Jiggles tokens like? What the?
No, I just couldn't find an imp one for
Little
free,
beetle.
so I just
I
gave
like it.
Little red beetle. Looks like Mr. Krabs.
Oh, nice.
Looks like Mr. Krabs standing up.
Nat 1. That's an auto miss.
And he rolled a 7 for his initiative, so he's still going in front of Vig, but he's there.
Dang it!
Sorry. Where do you want him to be, though, Jack? Where did he start off, do you think?
Like right next to me, honestly.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
sounds
like,
good.
Yeah, that's. Oh,
right.
okay. Dude, Chris, you whiffed that.
Yeah, I
You
whipped
whiffed
it.
that
I rolled a
hard.
What was
nat
your roll to
1.
hit?
I rolled a nat 1.
A nat 1? Jesus. No, you, in fear of this beast, like, running towards you, you just, like, get a little panicked and you forget to swing quite right in time, and it just bounces off of his scales. Disorienting you a bit.
Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm not moving.
That's your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, he uses another legendary action to
Yeehaw.
bite you.
Yeehaw. Let's do it.
Okay.
Wanna
And
see the
he
bite.
makes one bite attack, and that is Sorry, mental math is hard sometimes. I'm just
I
trying to figure this
understand.
out. What's your AC? Because
19.
16. Okay. Wait, what?
My AC is 19.
Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't hit. So goes right to attack you, but you're able to bounce it off of your shield. I'm still a little frazzled from the attack, but doesn't quite register. Okay. And then, so start of his turn, he regains all of his legendary actions.
Yeah.
Good for him. And now he's going to attack you, Toro.
Yes.
Take fire damage. And take fire damage.
Oh, where's he positioned? No, he ran out as it was
not in.
He said he took damage at the beginning of his turn.
at the start of his turn if he was in the fire.
Damn it.
Because, like, you basically use that legendary action to get out.
Yeah.
He needed hardcore.
Dang it. Okay. As long as it's in turn, I like it.
Yeah, so the first attack no wait, sorry, I didn't roll yet. First attack misses for sure.
Yeah.
Second attack is still probably gonna miss actually.
It's a 19.
Yeah, no, that misses.
AC.
17, so that's a miss. So 2 bites, wham, wham. They try to hit you, and you just like, one bite. So tries to hit you with another bite. You whack it off with your shield, and then you see his tail just whip around, and you're just barely able to like move out of the way as it swings above your head.
Woo! All right.
Okay, and that is his turn.
You want? Okay. Oof. Yikes. That's scary.
Yeah, that's it. So it is Jiggle's turn. What is Jiggle's gonna do?
So how many words can I say when it's not my turn?
Like
You
6.
can say one sentence, but don't try to abuse it and make it like a compound sentence with a semicolon.
I'm gonna turn to Jiggles, put my hands together, and look down. What can you do? What can Jiggles do?
This is Jiggle's turn. He can say,
Well, I can sting it.
Sting it. Like a little bee.
he has like his scorpion tail, so he could. Yeah.
How about you don't do that? And then instead, I'm going to tell him to run over and help Vig, and just instead of Vig having to push the barrel, Jiggles is going to push the barrel.
Okay. So Jiggles has 40 feet of flying movement, so he can get over there. So he flies on over. He's like bats his wings and flies over here, and he's gonna help Vig push the barrel in.
Well, I'm thinking like I wanted him to essentially. I said help, but I want him to like push it in instead of Vig.
Okay. Yeah, he can do that. So
unless if he gets over there, Vig objects.
He's kind of a small boy, so let me make a strength check for him. It's not that hard of a DC. Yeah, he makes it. It's fine. He got a 16. So
what's it sound like when he flies?
It's like and like a little bit of a like something's popping, but you're not sure what's going on there.
Interesting.
Not sure what's happening there, but
yeah, dude, Jiggles a weird fella.
Yeah, so he lands right next to you, Vig, and he's like,
Jiggles will do this.
and he pushes the barrel in and just plops into the water.
Yeah, gotta give him a little. It's like, all right, pal, well pushed.
That's all that Jiggles
in the
is
water
going
now.
to do.
Okay. Yeah, that ends his turn. So on the end of since it's Jiggles' turn just ended, this creature.
Yeah,
I forgot to make it use movement last time, but I didn't want to. It's fine. So it's going to make another bite attack against you, Toro, using its legendary action.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Mm-hmm.
So, see.
Did it hit this time?
Oh, yes, it is. That's an 18 plus a lot. So, yes, it's gonna hit.
Oh,
yeah.
hit.
Okay.
Tell me how much it hurts.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling, Chief. 9. That's 13 damage.
Yeah.
So that bite, like right into your torso, like rips off a little bit of you, and it goes and swallows it. And it's like,
oh, you're dead, you little croc.
all right. So that concludes Jiggle's turn and the legendary action. Vig, it's up to you, buddy.
I'm doing great. I don't even have to push a barrel, so I'll just load a sling bullet into my little sling that I take out of my pocket, whip it at that guy, and just shout to the other, shout over to Toro like, I don't know why you're standing next to that thing. You're really brave. And just blink it a little.
Shoot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it. So, and then I gotta be honest, because I'm more familiar with older versions of DD. So sneak attack.
Yes, you get sneak attack.
Oh yeah, you would get
there's
sneak
an
attack
ally
on this one.
within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah.
5 feet, yeah.
You do get sneak attack on this.
You get
that's
sneak
right.
attack. So yeah, we gotta roll. We gotta see if it hits.
Yeah.
Go
All right, so here comes the roll for the basic.
So this is plus
and you know what?
dexterity.
Let me check
Unless
the
you're
map too,
proficient
because I
in
gotta be within. I gotta be within 30 feet of this guy. So 1, 2, 3,
You can
4,
move,
5.
though. You have
Yeah,
to
so I'm gonna have to use my move action to get a little closer to that guy. Not that I want to, but that puts me within 30.
Well, let's see.
There you go. Yeah, you're good.
How much is your movement? Yeah, you're fine.
And that's like 5 squares. My
Yeah,
move's
yeah.
actually 30. It's better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a little slow being so tinky.
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll take that slingshot at the guy. So rolled a 13 plus 5 gets me up to 18.
It hits.
Hey, all right. So let's see, and that's going to give me 1d4 plus 3 plus another 2d6. And you know what? I might as well use my Fury of the Small.
Yeah. Yes.
Because guess what?
Sneak attack.
It's going to be a glorious plink. All right, so 1d4 plus 7 plus another 2d6. Sorry, this is going to take me a minute on my ghetto die here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot the word roll. Oh, good. Yeah, there's that first one.
Hey, at least it's on a.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah,
D4.
that's true. All right, so
Hey, there we go.
17 damage with my Fury of the Small and Sneak Attack.
4. Okay. So what is it total?
Oh, 14 damage. Sorry, 14 damage.
14 damage total?
Nice.
Yeah, I think, right? Because we got Sneak Attack, we got the 1 point of glorious damage from an actual sling attack, and then Fury of the Small, 14.
Okay. Awesome. So that hit goes, because you're going all out.
Yeah.
It like flies and directly hits right into his eye, and you see like a little squirt of blood like out, and it looks over at its like at whoever just inflicted that amount of pain on it, and it looks.
Oh, jeez.
So it's going to use its one remaining legendary action to turn and charge right at you.
Oh, reaction.
Oh, no, I didn't want to be brave. I thought you guys were being brave.
Hey, I want to use my reaction to
Use
hit
your
him.
reaction. Go ahead.
Shit. Oh, you know what? This would have been great if I actually chose the Sentinel feat.
What's Sentinel do?
If I hit him with a reaction, his movement goes to 0.
Oh.
Oh, that's not hitting. No, I'm going up slowly. Got a 1, now I got a 2.
Nice. Nope.
But
Nope.
I'm
no,
guessing an
nice.
8 does not hit.
Nope. You,
All right. Oh, shit.
you're still like kind of a little freaked out by this thing, and it just turns and starts charging towards Vig, and it's too quick for you to even like do anything. You kind of swing at it feebly.
Okay.
All right. So it's Jack's turn. What are you doing, Jake?
Ooh, well, I originally was saving this for Toro, but I feel like Big's gonna need this more. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna run over to Vig.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna like run over to Vig. I'm just gonna pat him on the back, say,
yeah.
"You got this, buddy."
Do I?
I'm gonna cast Enhance ability, and I am choosing Bear's Endurance. And on a scale of 1 to 2d6, he feels this much better.
Okay.
He gets 11 temporary hit points and
11
advantage,
temporary hit points.
and
Okay.
advantage on Constitution check.
Good. Yeah. Is it Dex or Constitution to avoid just being swallowed whole?
Yeah.
It's Dex to avoid being swallowed, but Constitution to avoid being digested.
Okay, yeah, that might help.
Yeah.
So
There you
I move 10 feet to there, and I want to use the remaining 20 feet to climb this.
Building?
And
Okay.
and since like I got the gloves on, it doesn't use extra move.
Oh,
I
it's
still
just
have-
climb speed. Yeah.
But-
Okay.
Well, I don't think it's just climb speed. I still have to make the check if able.
Yeah, you had to make the athletics check. Yeah.
It just doesn't cost extra movement.
Yeah.
Oh, extra movement. Yeah. Gotcha.
19.
Yeah, you're on top of the roof.
Dude, wait. So
You are Spider-Man today.
yeah, wait. Do you have +9 to your athletics?
I
He
guess
has it whenever he's doing climbing or swimming, but other
Yeah.
times it's like a 4 or something.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, for a while, like sheet just said it +9, and Abel made the sheet, so I just went with it. So like I do random athletics rolls and I have +9.
It's a wild time for us.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, how is it like? Is it a 2-story building or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm on top.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna. Shit.
Well, that's basically it that you can do this.
Well,
one, right?
I can't. Well, technically, no. I can use my fonts of magic to. Yeah. So I'm gonna use 2 of my sorcery points to do quicken spell,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use that on Scorching Ray
Ooh.
and cast
Okay.
Scorching Ray.
As a bonus action, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
So I'm just gonna use. So as I do this like my little Phoenix.
So wait, hold
fire
on. So you
thing.
used your sorcery points to basically cast a spell as a bonus action, you said?
Yes.
Okay,
I
cool.
use 2. And so as you do this,
Gotcha.
you said whenever I use my sorcery points or like cast spells, my Phoenix Fire vial glows, right?
Yeah, it does.
So like it glows and I throw my hand up into the air. Hopefully flavor sets on fire.
Okay.
And I aim down and fire 3 quick bolts at it.
All right, go and roll to hit.
Ooh, yeah.
All right. 24.
Hits.
Ooh.
18. Sorry.
Hits.
Yeah, 18 and 13.
All of them hit.
Wow. Oh, this thing's beefy hit point wise.
So
Yeah.
This guy must be a chonky boy.
chunk. So 23 plus 12.
Ones, right?
Oh, yeah.
The ones?
No, I don't re-roll the ones, but they count as 2s.
Oh,
So
hi.
So you get to count those two.
20. Yeah. So because of elemental,
25.
I have 25 plus 12 because each time I make a hit, I add my charisma modifier.
Nice.
Oh God. Wait, you
So,
just did
How
what?
much is that?
37?
It's 4.
37 fucking
No,
damage?
plus
Hang
4.
on, hang on. Wait, is it just plus? Hang on, I need to make sure it's not. doesn't-
I don't think
I'll
I'm
make
not sure
sure
if
it
it's plus
doesn't
4
stack.
for each ray.
Yeah,
I think it
that's
would just
fine.
be 1 for the whole
So then it'd be
thing, yeah.
29.
Yeah.
Whenever you roll fire damage on your turn, the roll gains a bonus to equal to your charisma modifier.
Sorry, you cut
So
out a little bit. What did you say?
It says whenever you roll fire damage on your turn, the roll gains a bonus to equal to your charisma modifier.
Uh-huh.
So that's 3 separate rolls, right? It's 3 separate attacks.
Yeah,
Would you count?
that's true. That's true. So it says whenever you roll, right? The
Yes.
fire damage? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that is 3 separate rolls. Yeah, you would have to add your fire damage to each one.
So
Roasty toasty.
Yeah, so that's
30
37.
fired.
37 points of fire damage. Damn.
Yeah.
Lighten them
That's
up.
not that
Line 'em
fucking
up,
roast
up,
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, he's not doing too good. That was really bad for him. So basically, Jack, that much flame? Not happy about that. So you basically see him on fire now, and he looks annoyed. So first thing he does is he does a tail whip to you, Vig. He doesn't have to move because it's a 10-foot range.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see.
Uh-oh.
The
Hey,
first thing in this
Got the endurance.
Forsaken city that's not resistant to fire damage. Think, or not like we fought this one thing. Whenever I dealt fire damage to it, it got bigger,
Oh,
and so
that's
I was
great.
completely pointless in that fight. And I was just like, I don't know what to do.
That's 16 to hit.
Yeah, that got me.
Okay. So
Want the tail for it.
yeah, got his legendary actions back. Sorry, I'm just doing some keeping here. All right, so that is how much damage is that? Oh Jesus. Okay. A lot more than I thought it. So 12 damage.
So that's all your temp hit points. So that was nice.
I was gonna say that's mostly just so basically temporary hit points, but I took 1 damage. I think
like,
Vig's gotta have this expression of just shock on his face, like should be dead, right?
Make a strength saving throw.
Oh no,
Well, that's not gonna be great. Let's see. Strength saving throws at +2, so
I believe in the goblin strength.
let's see. Drum roll, please.
Oh, not bad. 14.
Better than 13 total.
14.
Oh, 14 total, yes. Sorry.
Not prone.
Well, not
A
prone.
surprise.
Uh-oh.
Man, I should be bouncing off the buildings halfway off the next map.
It's more of like, it doesn't really like whack you from the side as much as it's kind of like in a feat of like acrobatic skill from this crocodile. It just kind of lands on top of you, like crushing you for a moment, and you just fall down unconscious. Or not unconscious, sorry, but like prone. So you're like kind of dazed a little bit. There's some stars flying past your eyes.
Right.
All right. My turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm not leaving Vig there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Toro. I actually skipped your turn by accident. Just sorry.
Was that the crocodile's turn? I thought it was using a legendary action.
Sorry, no, I accidentally used one of his attacks. Sorry. Just have your turn. Whoops.
All right.
My bad.
So, out of curiosity, I forgot. Are we doing flanking?
Huh?
Are we doing? Never mind.
We're not doing flanking.
Okay.
No.
Cool. All right. So right off the bat, let's see what I'm gonna do. I think. Oh yeah, I can just do this. I think. I'm just looking to make sure I can do 2 maneuvers in 1 attack. I think I can.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
As long as you don't use up all your bonus actions or whatever.
No, they don't use bonus actions, all of them. Anyway, okay. So first, I'm going to use a bonus action to do Feign Attack, which grants me a superiority die on the next damage roll, and I have advantage on this next attack.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to go for the hit.
Okay.
So I kind of basically look like I'm going to do like an uppercut, and then I just go for like a full-on just downward swing. Like I just change the momentum.
Okay.
Wow! Really? Jesus.
Oh
man, that's rough.
Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
Wow. No. He tried so hard. I'm
you swing, and he just kind of whacks your hand aside with his tail, like sort of just like looking over at you.
Wow. All right.
Hate that tail.
Yeah.
He just said no.
Screw it. I'm using my freaking I'm using action surge. I'm gonna get another action, and I'm going for another attack. And this time, I'm just changing tactics. I'm just gonna go to. I don't even know. Yeah, we're just gonna. I'm gonna try to like just sever a leg. I've been going for the main body. I'm just gonna try to go for a leg this time.
Okay.
Ooh. You like it.
There we go. 24.
That'll hit.
And now I'll use one of my battle maneuvers with that, which is goading attack, which I'm trying to piss it off. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Okay.
And it's a DC of 14. Hoping this thing's not wise.
Failed, but it chooses to succeed using its legendary resistance.
Legendary resistances. God damn it, I forgot that. Okay. So, doesn't matter. I still do extra damage. Oh, I forgot about those little fun things.
Yep.
Okay, and plus 4, so that's 12 slashing damage against the creature.
Okay.
And
that's a lot.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
It's gonna be cooler because I was gonna use goading attack to get him to attack me and not Vig, but legendary resistance is.
I appreciate that.
I know, yeah. I tried.
Well, you know what? I'll just lay here under a dire crocodile and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh wait, well it did its attack on its turn, right?
It did 1 attack.
Oh, 1. Okay. Oh, the other one.
The other one, however, it's gonna turn around over to you again, Toro.
Oh yes.
Looks at you, Or, well, it doesn't really turn around completely. It just kind of like looks its head over at you.
Yeah.
And then seems to make up its mind and goes back around and like, starts going towards Big.
Yeah, come on. Easy meal just laying here.
No, I did the
Still a
double
little
take.
afraid about the bleeding eye it has. And it's going to make a bite attack on you, which I think.
With what advantage?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because he's prone. Oh no.
Yeah, it has advantage. So,
Yeah.
which is good because it just rolled really bad and then it rolled really good. So that's 19 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that does. I hope I don't kill our guest here. Jesus Christ.
I forgive you.
Okay, let's see. 16 damage.
Ooh. I mean, I'm still alive.
There you
but,
go. He's living. It's not
And-
comfortable.
Not by much. Sitting at a sweet 6 hit points here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Live on the edge. Live on the
Alright, so
edge.
it's Jiggles' turn. What's Jiggles doing?
Legit, I don't know anything helpful Jiggles can do.
He can sting and he can go invisible.
Jiggles drag Vic.
Yes.
Drag Vic away. Pull him out of the jaws of death. This little floating demon just pulled this goblin out of the fire.
Jiggles,
Basically,
go.
Vig's body, like, it's grabbed onto one of your legs and it's just kind of like shaking you back and forth.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's helping.
Oh gosh!
And that would just let go of you for a moment to examine whether or not you're dead. Like, it's kind of like, yeah.
Can like Jiggles be strong? Can Jiggles like pull him like away?
Yeah?
Would that provoke it up? Like, okay,
Nope.
so they would. Oh no, Jiggles, don't do it. Jiggles, I want. So, do I have anything that I can see that's like Jiggles' stats, or do you not want to see that?
Oh, you can. Just look up an imp, like, and you have its stats.
And
Yeah, but I can just quickly tell you its movement is 20, unless it's flying, in which case it's double to 40. And it's immune to fire, poison, stuff like that.
his
It
damage
knows-
resistance to bludgeoning.
Oh yeah, it does have resistance to bludgeoning and stuff like that, yeah.
Oh. Hey,
It's good against the tail.
yes, it is. So, in fact, I tell Vic to just run, to just do a flyby past it.
So you want Jiggles to do a flyby?
Yeah. Not attack it or anything. To just
Since
fly
he's
next to it.
flying, he just kind of
Really close to it. Really close to it.
over here.
No, I want it to go past it.
In front of his face.
Okay.
Out of melee range.
So is it close enough where he could provoke an opportunity attack, or are you making it so no?
I want it. Yes. I want him to.
To provoke an opportunity attack
Yes.
on
I do.
Jiggles? Okay.
Yes.
Bye, Jiggles. It's
Alright.
been fun.
Hi, Jiggle. That's 21.
All right.
The hit?
Okay. That'll
hit.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That'll hit.
Oh, Jiggles has like 11 health. It's gonna be an interesting.
All right.
See the extent of his power.
Yeah. I hope you didn't have any like really cool plot twists planned with Jiggles, because
13 damage. Jiggles is gone. Oh,
No, resistance.
No.
Resistance.
So basically, Jiggles flies
Dude,
by.
he has resistances. He has
Oh
resistance.
shit! You're right. He has resistance to. Wait, which one does he have resistance to?
Bludgeoning, piercing,
Yeah,
and
he has
slashing.
resistance to piercing. Okay, so that's half. So that's 6 damage.
Get the fuck out of there!
Jiggles currently has like
He's living on
5 health.
a prayer.
Yeah,
Like it.
Jiggles is
Thank
over there
you,
with 5 health,
Jiggles.
boys.
All I say to Jiggles is thank you, Jiggles. All right.
Jiggles is happy to serve.
And he's just missing like one of his legs right now. He's like,
Oh,
Oh my god.
it's a
This
bad
is
time.
like
for Jiggles.
Dobby vibes. I'm feeling bad for
Just
Jiggles.
tell him to I'm just gonna like later tell Jiggles to just come stay near me and I'll protect him. That's
He
the
used
end
all
of
his
Jiggles' turn. Yeah. Wait, he was like,
Is he gonna use his action to dash or whatever?
yeah,
Okay,
go
okay.
ahead. I want him to use his action to dash up to me.
Okay. He flies over.
Awesome. I didn't realize I got magic resistance.
Put him up on a roof where a crocodile can't finish him off.
Yeah.
All right, so at the end of its turn, it will use one of its legendary actions to bite Vig.
No!
Oh, see you guys.
Well,
He was making all this big talk about surviving earlier. Don't suppose you boys brought a cleric,
Oh, and
did
you're
ya?
still prone. Oh my
Yeah,
god. I'm
it's
sorry.
bad.
All right.
Yeah, that's going to be advantage.
I'd rolled a 19 on the first roll.
Ooh.
You got healing spells, right?
That's
No. I know.
25 to hit?
Absolutely. You needed 14.
Chris, I'm not a healer.
All right.
We left the healer, dude. We left our ranger.
And you left Vita too. The only people who can heal on the team.
Oh fuck, taking Vita might have been a good idea.
Vig.
My hindsight's 2020. Oh, Vig, I hope you got a
That's
healing
18
potion on you.
damage.
I don't. You guys are going back to the Reverend without me.
No.
So you're making
No.
this
We
throws.
can't. We can't though.
So basically, Vig, it just picks you up in its mouth and like slams you down on the ground a few times, and shaking you around. It's like violent and visceral. Blood is flying everywhere. A little bit
Yeah,
of
and I
flesh.
didn't really have that much. Probably like a cup or two.
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's not
Run
good.
away.
Okay. Get away.
And just drops you on the ground and it's looking at you right now. See if you're dead finally.
Wow.
Which
He's unconscious.
it is your turn, so make a death saving throw.
All right.
Oh, alright.
Boom. Boom.
Roll the nat 20.
God,
Roll the
let's hope
nat
it's 10
20.
and above.
Just roll that
All right.
20. I swear it happens.
Please roll in that 20.
It's actually been so long. Death saving throw is just a straight 20.
It's just,
Just
a
a
D20, yeah.
straight 20.
Yeah.
And you had to beat a DC of 10.
Also, if it's helpful at all, he has advantage in Constitution check.
Well,
I
that
don't
doesn't
think
matter.
Oh yeah, it's not a con. Yeah.
I think it's just a straight roll.
Oh, Lord.
20 here
20?
comes.
Oh, alright. One fail.
Oh no.
Okay. Alright. Oh,
All
okay.
right.
It's fine.
Okay,
This
on the
is
end of
fine.
Vig's turn, since that's all he can do,
Yeah.
here is going to use its remaining legendary action to do a dash, and it's going to charge right at the wall and slam into it.
Well, first, reaction attack.
Yep.
Yeah, on that, no.
Wait, hold on. What's your... right, but the thing is his melee range is 10 feet.
I realize that, but in order to attack him last turn, I would have had to be within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, you were. At one point.
Okay. So I never was able to. Oh wait.
But he... Yeah, this is the
No,
thing.
he
like,
didn't know because like when he moved away from the first time, and then I went up and I was attacking him, and he
Yeah.
moved
Yeah,
away.
no, that's what I'm saying. You were within range where you could have done an opportunity attack, but you didn't at the...
Oh really? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's kind of
That's
the thing you
odd.
have to sort of grab
Yeah, I
yourself.
thought I caught that. That's all.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So he
So he
slams the
slams
wall.
into the wall using his
Shit.
last legendary action, and he's like, so that's 1, 2. Now he's gonna attempt to climb up the wall in his turn.
What the fuck? No!
All right,
On his
Jack,
way
it's your
down.
turn.
I'm just gonna look down and I'm just gonna extend both hands. I'm gonna burning hands and just start yelling.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, you just saw him beat the shit out of Vic. And you was like, no, I want nothing to do with that.
I'm just gonna yell, stay the fuck down.
What type of saving throw is it?
Dex, I think.
It's gonna be Dex, yeah.
All right.
And I'm actually casting a spell, so it's a Dex of 14. I'm not
you got
using
a
my.
17.
Okay, so he's gonna take half.
Yeah, half, yeah.
Okay.
How much is it?
So it's gonna be 8 fire damage because that with my charisma modifier adding to it.
So we have that to 4. It's something, a little bit.
No, but it's 8
No, it
total.
was, he did
okay,
add it
yeah,
already.
Because of your
He
thing,
halved it
that's
down
right.
to 8 already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So,
Oh, don't
yeah,
like that.
it does a little bit of damage to him.
Well, I'm not gonna in my turn. I'm gonna step back this way a little
Yeah.
bit.
So that's rough terrain because it's kind of like an uneven roof.
Yeah. It's fair.
So have your movement.
So
Okay,
15.
there you go.
There you go. You can get on the other side of the roof.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
Yeah, fuck that.
There you go.
All
All right,
right.
and he's done with legendary actions for now, right?
Yep. That was his last
Bro,
one.
kill him for the love of God.
Come here, sir. Come here, Croc. All right. I'm using.
Chris, quit rolling twos.
I know. I'm using another I'm using my bonus action to do feigning attack again. I'm gonna act like I'm charging at him with my horns, and then I'm gonna lift it up and just go for a slash. I'm just gonna try to drive it right into the center of his back and just rip it down. Just see how that works. So I'm rolling with advantage. There we go. Okay, that's reasonable. 17.
17. Yeah, that hits.
Excellent.
About time. Because I'm running out of spell slots. I'm running out of sorcery points.
That's 11 slashing damage.
Ooh, that's a lot. He's looking like
Oh my god, I already used my freaking action surge. I can't do anything else. That's my turn.
Oh man. Okay. His turn again. He gets all his legendary actions back.
Actually, can I do something else real quick, Abel?
Hey, what's up?
Can I spend another superiority die to do the goading attack?
Yeah.
Because it's when okay. So I'm gonna do that as well. And that's my last superiority die. So it needs to make another saving throw or use a resistance.
Wisdom?
It's wisdom saving throw, yeah.
He rolled a 2, so he uses his legendary resistance.
Okay, that's fine. But I get to roll another D8 of damage.
Okay.
Fuck! It's 1!
So the little bit of damage is just like it's nothing really, but
wow. Oh man. Alright. I'm doing all I can
it's
here.
not looking good. Jambalaya has lost a lot of his scales, a lot of blood coming out of this boy, but he's
dude, I
still
can
kicking.
just hope that he wants to play with the giant meat sack over here and not go up with the Tweety bird.
Honestly, I invite him to come up here at this point. Leave Big alone. Let Big live.
Oh, that's sweet of you. Now, come on, I'm like a tasty morsel. I should have basted myself in barbecue
Really?
sauce before I got here.
No, don't turn him that way. Don't turn him that way. Freaking turn him. Oh,
Big
you
just
dog.
comes. It's like Big becomes conscious for that part, says that, and then
It just
like,
sees
goes.
his turn.
No, it's gonna climb up the roof now.
Oh,
Okay, wait, is it moving out of reach of me now?
Oh man, that's a effective. No, it's 21 on his climbing check, athletics check.
Yeah.
To climb.
So but
he-
does he move out of 5 feet of me?
Mm-hmm. Make an
How?
opportunity attack.
Shooting attack. Now's the time.
Let's go, boys.
Okay, 19.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that was not what I meant to roll. I don't do a d20 of damage.
Yeah, I was about to say. Not quite right.
Okay, it's another 11.
What?
It's 11 slashing damage.
11 slashing damage. Jesus Christ.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Wait, hold on. Let me calculate something.
God. Just laying into him.
Because he has.
Hack. I'm like trying to chop down a tree here.
Oh, Toro. What?
What do you mean?
You're so
Toro,
close. You're so close.
Oh,
no.
yeah. You know what?
oh.
God dang it. I'm like 1 or 2 off. Whatever. It's
No.
fine.
No, this is
Pretty much.
perfect because guys, I'm telling you, Jiggles is gonna drop this.
Yes. Gonna go.
Because, okay, so wait, his
Okay.
movement speed is. Okay, yeah, no, he makes it up though. He makes it onto the roof.
Fuck.
Holy shit! So
Don't-
there's now a crocodile just on the roof, and Jiggles is sort of like there.
It's all you, Jiggles.
Side.
Come on, Jiggles.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
Jiggles' turn.
Oh my God.
What's Jiggles gonna do, Jack?
Sting him down, Jiggles.
I don't want Jiggles to
No,
die.
shake him. Do it.
Jiggles ain't gonna
Jake,
die.
it's wrong.
Jiggles is gonna kill, and then you're never gonna live this down.
Jiggles is gonna sting him.
Hey, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, boys. Actually, roll for
14.
Jiggles. Yeah. 14. Yeah, it hits.
Roll
Oh,
damage. Roll
Jiggles.
damage.
Jiggles.
1d4 plus 3.
Whoa. That is whoa. What did you roll, Blake?
Wait, oh, that's the
That's so
poison damage. That's the poison damage.
Oh yeah, wait for that.
Sorry.
That would be a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Alright, so roll the normal.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's so
messed up.
suspenseful.
this is so
Six.
suspenseful.
Oh,
Six piercing damage.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Just for the sake of it, he would have succeeded on the Constitution saving throw. So whatever. But
Does
how
that
do you want to do
sting?
this?
Oh,
How does Jiggles find it?
The sting killed him. Oh man.
Jiggles.
So I want Jiggles to like get up on top of him, like like the Skyrim death animation for killing dragons. He's gonna like get up on top of him. I just want him to like take his tail and sting down into his skull. Just.
I'm just dying of the fact that Jiggles finished it
also
off.
when Jiggles like does this, can you have him laugh? Like,
Yeah.
All right.
Jiggles like solemnly runs over, jumps on top, his tail pointing down, almost like a pogo stick. Stabs it right into like into Jambalayah's head. You see this like the end of the stinger. It seems to bend a little bit, but it cracks right through his like skull and comes out the top of his mouth. And you hear Jiggles just yell out, "I'm Jiggles!" And Jambalayah's body slowly starts to slide down the roof and plump right into the middle.
Oh, nice. Oh, it seems like a nice little blood trail on the roof too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like dark red blood is spilling down.
Well, shit. Okay, I'm gonna run over to Vig. And I'm gonna be like, fuck. I'm gonna tear off. He still has that blanket on him, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to do a medicine check. I'm gonna tear off that blanket, try
Make
to
a
stop
medicine
some
check,
of the wounds. Yep. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a 20!
Ooh!
Look at
That's
that!
up with 1 hit point.
Oh, yes!
You just
He's
like,
alive!
You wrapped him up so good. You I don't know what the hell goes through your head, but you have like so much innate knowledge of this of like goblin biology for no reason, and you just are able to make him wake up.
It's a hobby.
It's a hard.
Well, hey, I'm used to
Guys,
seeing people
he's been
bleeding out.
hit right through the squiggle spleen. I can patch this.
I've seen this type of wound before.
Yeah, he's healed.
Giggles,
Wait,
Jiggles
is
is like
he conscious or is he still unconscious?
He's unconscious. 1 hit point.
Jiggles ain't gonna take shit from nobody now.
Ever again.
Yep.
All right, Jack, I stopped the bleeding. Vic's gonna be okay. Holy shit! Oh my god.
Let me just take the mask off for a minute to say I'm going to be okay if the cultists don't show up.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jack's just like, I got nothing to help him out.
Oh,
Like-
I got him. He stopped the bleeding. I've seen this type of shit before. We're good. Holy shit. Glad it was just like a little like
thanks,
weren't in his heart. It was good. It would have been bad. But hey, we killed the fucking thing. We killed Jambalaya, man.
Yeah.
That was a rush.
This Minotaur could probably carry me out of here in his pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
100%.
Toro, I have an idea. Cut its head off.
What?
Cut its head
Jambalaya?
off. Yeah, cut its head off and put it on your pole.
I want that pole back. We're sitting here. We're waiting for them to come back here. You realize that,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could do that. All right. I'm taking my battle axe to Jambalaya's head here. I'm going to get a
Chop it
little
off?
like, yeah, chop it off.
Whoop! It's off.
Sweet. And
Now he's not moving around. It's much easier.
nice. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just so I'm just going to expand the pole, and it doesn't have a pointed end, but I'm going to shove it real hard to just kind of impale that head.
Mm-hmm.
The pole. And I'm just going to kind of be holding it. And I'm just going to be like standing over the body. And I'm just going to be waiting there for
I mean, around this time, you can probably start
Sunday
seeing
night
people.
following to come in.
Around this time, there are people slowly starting to filter in, like, or at least like right after you do this, and you're kind of waiting there for a moment.
Is the
Like,
fire still going in behind us?
Yeah, the fire's still going strong.
It's just a wall of fire, dead croc, Minotaur. Wait, Blake, are
Walking
you
the
still in
alley.
Are you still in the
Yeah.
Black Hood? Are you still in the Black Hood? You should
Should I
act
be?
like yes, you should. You should act like you're one of the members. You should talk to them.
All right. Do I
Yeah.
still have the fire going on around me, Abel?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I
you're
do.
still on fire too.
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to take it off, yeah.
Oh, I think
Damn
you
it.
should keep the Black Hood with fire. I like that. It's a good ambiance.
Yeah. So
What are you
they're
doing?
here, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna walk up to them.
Okay. Vig, are you just kind of standing there recovering?
Yeah, well, am I conscious again?
Yeah. You have 1 hit point. You're up.
Oh, excellent. All right, yeah. So then I think when they come, like as the neighborhood representative, I might want to try to just like stagger out in front of the like gigantic minotaur with their god's head on a pole and flaming wizard and just, mention to someone, the local reverend encourages you to consider redirecting your worshipful activities. Thank you. This has been a public message from Big the Goblin.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
That's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Here's the first one. It's a 10.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, there we go.
That's let's see. That's you want a perception check? You said?
No, persuasion.
Oh, persuasion. Sorry. Yeah. So that's I got a +3 on that one. So 16.
Or if you want to use intimidation, actually, that's fine too. You can use either.
Actually, persuasion's better for me than intimidation.
Okay. You like you said more than persuasion too. You're just being frank. Yeah. You're like, that's how it is.
I'm just saying either one's fine given the circumstances. 16. They kind of just all look at each other. They look back at the jambalaya's head on a pole. Look at
If it is intimidating, I think that minotaur, man. Yeah.
They look at Flaming Jack, who's wearing one of their robes. Kind of take it all in for a moment. They're like, yeah. And Jiggles is kind of like on the roof staring down at them, like, and like,
like a fucking dog, dude.
Jiggles.
Yeah,
Jiggles.
Oh my God.
With all of that, they kind of just think about it for a second. They're like, yeah, sounds good to me. Yeah, okay. Just turn around and start running away.
Oh.
Well, there we go. That was pretty easy. Nice speech there, Vig. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, glad to do something for you. And by the way, feel free never to visit again.
Look, we'll go back. We'll get our information, and we'll be out of Blackwater.
You guys think we could sell its meat?
We could make some jambalaya, maybe.
Fair.
Yeah, Vig.
We'll go back to the guy and sell it to him.
Honestly, Vig, if you kind of got banged up in that, we're here for the information. You can do whatever you want with that body. I don't know what you want to do with it, but hey, you know where it is.
Well, do we think the Reverend would like to serve up the body of the rival god to his parishioners next week?
That seems like a fun Sunday activity.
He might pay handsomely for you bringing it.
All right, here you go, Jack. I'll give him the pole with the head on it.
Okay.
And then I'm like, hey, Jack, you know that whole thing where like you can like make people stronger, or like that thing you did on Vig?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Could you do that on me? I'm gonna need some help with carrying this freaking crock.
Jack does things and after I take a really fat nap. Yeah.
Oh, you can't do it right now? Shit.
No.
All right, that's fine. I'll see if I can drag it myself. Abel,
points? Oh, well.
Can I try to lift this thing up?
Yeah.
Cool.
Make a strength check.
I doubt I can carry it completely off the ground, but I want to just I just want to attempt to just kind of drag it behind me.
Roll a nat 20 on this, buddy. Okay, do an athletics check. Big motherfucker.
I'll help him too, you know?
There we go, 24.
I'll go help him too, you know?
Yeah, okay, you have advantage.
Advantage? Okay. I don't think I'm going to beat that, but...
No?
Yeah, 24.
24? No, it's just too heavy. It's just a little bit out of your range, unfortunately.
I can't drag it?
Oh, we got the head, guys.
That's what I want to do. I don't want to full-on carry it. I know I can't full-on carry it. This thing's fucking huge. I just want to drag it.
It's a bit of difficulty. And
yeah, I'm just going to drag it through the streets.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, there's just blood leaking out from behind from the decapitated head.
That's fine. That's
fine. It's leaving like a trail of blood as you're going, but sure.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
I'm like using prestidigitation behind it to clean it up.
Clean it up? Oh, nice. Oh, that's a nice little touch.
Yeah.
I don't want to clean this town.
I don't want to get followed, you know?
I don't want to get followed. Like we're not obvious enough already.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So yeah, I guess we're walking back.
it's quite a sight. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, guys,
them
guys,
be followed.
guys,
There's
wait a
like
minute.
a literal crowd of people just watching and like slowly following behind as like this massive crocodile's body is being pulled by a minotaur while it kind of creates like this red blood trail behind, and then there's just like this magical man just kind of like sitting there like blasting away at the blood trail trying to clean it as
Also
they're
holding
going.
a 10-foot.
But, like,
head
guys,
on.
Holding a 10
And
foot
of
pole.
course, one goblin just marching along going, "It's all right, everybody. Nothing to see. It's fine."
Well, like, guys, we had to eat the Blackridge beer, and also Jiggles kind of poisoned its skull. So, like,
Yeah.
you think it'd get cooked out, right?
Yeah, I think it will cook out. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna want to eat this shit raw.
Might just have
No.
some local flavor, but aside from that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
the
could
reference.
serve it. I could just
It's-
flavor it up, you know?
No. It's like when you cook. It's like when you cook with wine. The alcohol shit behind is gone, but you get that flavor in afterwards. So you just get that nice Blackridge ale flavoring to it.
Yeah.
So a nice gamey crop. It's gonna be wonderful.
marination.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, we're just marking our way back up to the Reverend.
Yeah, you make it back to the Reverend. It's not that hard. Reverend Tobias Gadsden comes out. Brothers, what the fuck?
I'm gonna give him a little wand thumbs up and say, "Pay up, Reverend."
Yeah, we got
Alright,
your jambalaya literally on a stick here.
Brothers, this is an occasion that requires some celebration. Vig, what would you like?
Healing. And a good
Well, I mean, that's not too
drink.
hard, brother. What else would you like? And he kind of like taps you on the head and you get 10 hit points back.
Oh God! Oh, I love you, Reverend. You're the best.
Wait, he's actually magic. Wait a minute. Like I get Jiggles to come out. Jiggles. He fought bravely. He was I'm holding Jiggles out on my arm, like towards the Reverend. He fought bravely. He was actually,
the Reverend like looks over and he notices like this demonic being just like crouched on your arm. And it's like, I'm Jiggles.
he was actually the one that delivered the killing blow to Jambalaya.
Brother, I have seen weirder things in this city. And he like pokes Jiggles on the nose and Jiggles 10 hit points back.
Ah,
He maxes
yeah.
out 11. Or yeah.
Oh my God.
Jiggles, unstoppable Jiggles the Destroyer.
Jiggles the Destroyer. Nice.
Well, brothers, what would you all like from me? Fig, why don't you go first? There's a certain something you've been looking for, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. And you know what? Actually, I'll be honest, though, you were vague enough about it. Am I guessing right that it's the King's Trident that I've been looking for? What have I been looking for?
I don't think it was anything that big, no. But
okay.
it was kind of just like up to you
legitimately
to do
got-
whatever you wanted.
Oh,
it to
that
be.
like did get taken from me?
Yeah, something
Okay,
like of
sorry.
immense value to you.
I was sort of like misreading that. God, you know what I think it was? Honest to God, I think they got my pet rat. I just got the little the urchin thing. I was scrolling up my character last night. I'm like, oh, I've got a pet mouse, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, no, I want a scabby little rat that I abuse. You know, just like keep telling him it's going to get his tail tangled up with like 400 other rats and be part of a rat king, and I'm not going to save him, but I still share all my meals with him.
Mm. So, Reverend Tobias Gadsden looks at you. Oh, by the way, that was named after a Twitter follower. Thank you. Looks at you. Fig, I don't understand you, brother, but here you go. And he walks on over to his like sort of one of his people, whispers something to them, and they kind of go in and they come back out, and they have like a little cage, and it's made out of iron. It's actually pretty nice, and they sort of have your little rat in there. He's in there. He's like,
oh, hey, Scabby's back, Scabby.
Scabby. Nice.
I'm surprised you want to redeem your generous offer with that thing, but sure thing. What about you two?
Hey, man, it's been me and Scabby as long as I can remember.
I looked.
We want any and all information that you can give us about these fires. and the king's missing trident.
Very well, brothers. I have prepared a nice little handbook for you. And he gives you like a notebook, it looks like, full of notes.
Oh, that saves time. Awesome.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Awesome.
because we need to wrap up this episode. All right.
Okay, cool, yeah.
And he snaps his fingers, and you see like a couple of people run up and start heaving up like Jambalay's body and start walking off with it.
Yeah, also, by the way, those followers shouldn't be an issue anymore. We made sure to send the message to them as well.
Oh yes, they came by earlier, and you see like a couple of people are like in a cage that's sort of being like dragged away.
Uh-oh. Well, hey, not my business.
Jack just waves like, hello.
One of them looks back at you like, and like kind of waves a bit. Yeah, they're gonna die. That's all right though.
Awesome. Cool.
All right. So that's about it. You got your notebook full of notes about the fires, which I will write and give to you guys by your next session when we are all here again. For now, why don't we just wrap up this little thing with Vig?
Yeah, good luck with those fires, boys.
Yeah, hey, if we're hopefully we won't be in Blackridge again because we know it's your turf. But where can we find you if we need assistance?
Just ask around on the streets of Blackridge for Vig. They know me. I sort of stick out like a tiny little thumb.
I know the feeling in an opposite but similar way.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, Vig, it was a pleasure doing business with you.
It's been good seeing you.
And
I wish I could say the same, but thanks for Scabby. Thanks for not dying on my watch. Good luck with the fires, and please, please feel free at your earliest convenience to get out of Blackridge.
We're on our way out right now.
And I guess with that, Vig, you just turn around and head off into the city?
Oh, sure. Me and Scabby need a drink.
I need some more of the Blackridge ale.
Sadly, probably correct.
One final wave, you see Vig turn around and he heads off back into the depths of Blackridge.
What a man.
Guys,
And then Jack and I will just be making our way. We'll get a turtle. We can use we have the little token that brings the turtle back, right?
Yeah, and you
And
guys
we'll be heading back up to the tavern we were staying at to reconvene. We'll just go from there.
Okay, and that's our session for today. Haha.
Dude, awesome. Dude,
Awesome.
Gabe, that was fun, man. Dude,
Gabe.
I loved your character. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome, Gabe. That's great. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I was trying to find something and Abel thankfully gave me some stuff to grab onto. So I'm like, okay, how do I step into this and like not mess up your guys' story?
No, this was perfect. This was
awesome.
great.
Yeah, that's great.
Honestly, this was really fun having a guest on. You're a great first guest. I'm looking forward to more guest appearances.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I don't know what Abel has worked out, but I'd be happy to have you back on anytime.
Oh yeah, anytime. Obviously, whenever you're free and busy, not writing your like 5th book or whatever, you know.
I know. Yeah, I just finished that draft. Actually, couldn't have timed out better. And guys, thanks for having me. I never get to play games and like hang out with grown-ups. It's always either me and my 40-hour-a-week job, or me and my 25-hour-a-week job, or me and my poor little kids I ignore too much. This has been a nice like. Oh yeah, gaming. I remember. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you're free, the doors are open for little old Vig to jump in again at any time.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Lived. How about that?
I know. Hey,
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. I was trying. I got some shit rolling.
I thought Abel was like planning on like killing Vig off since you were like a guest, and so like.
Sure, one and done, right?
Yeah.
I was about halfway there. I was like, should I kill him or not? And I was like thinking about it, but then you kind of hit it with the scorching ray and all that burning stuff. So I was like, it's probably going to go up there and attack him because like it's just annoyed. And it worked out. So
especially worked out for Jiggles.
I know.
Oh my
That
god.
little demon's gonna be in.
tank with the
Fucking Tora's got a new respect for that little piece of shit.
Oh my god.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you want to promote your book right now? We can like kind of,
Yeah, sure. So thanks for having me. The guy who popped in on this episode has been Gabe. Hi. I write under G.S. Stenning. I write the Warlock Holmes series of books. The first one's the green one, A Study in Brimstone, because whenever you're talking Holmes, a study in something is always the first one. You can find my books at pretty much any bookstore, all the Barnes and Nobles and everything. I'm on Amazon. If you like audiobooks, I'm on Audible. And you know something else? Check out Graphic Audio. They have done my books at so much, a bunch of college friends from the East Coast who didn't want to grow up. So instead, they buy book rights and turn them out as radio plays, like with, an actor for each of the different roles and sound effects and music. And I tell you, they did such a fun job with my books. I never even want to read my own third book again. I just want to hear them do it. And yeah, so by all means, if you thought I was funny or fun, please check out Warlock Holmes.
Awesome. Yeah. To all of our listeners, if you're there, please do check out Gabe's books. He was amazing to have on. Awesome. And hopefully we'll have him on again sometime soon. And Graphic Audio, please sponsor us.
No, wait, so they actually just get a voice actor for each character? Like in the book? That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
Cool.
Oh, can I tell you a funny author moment I had?
Yeah.
In the original A Study in Scarlet, Holmes, who's more of a freak than most people realize, is testing to see if these pills they got are poison. So he, no lie, steals the neighbor girl's puppy and poisons it. In my version,
Chaotic neutral.
right?
They checked that neighbor's got a dog.
Oh my god, today when the goblin kid got sacrificed and you guys were just like, okay.
That's what happens when you have a full chaotic neutral party. It's like,
I know, it was funny. I was like, because our only two good characters are not here today. So it's kind of wild.
Yeah, we got the shadiest group going today.
It's like Jack felt bad, but he kind of thought about it. I was like,
this doesn't look good.
I mean, it felt appropriate though, given the setting. So I was for it. It was pretty great.
Should have been faster, kid. Should have been sneakier.
Yeah.
Oh, but to finish the story about the dog,
yeah.
In my version, he tries to poison the dog, and the dog lives. And his dumb ogre friend Tor Grodson takes the actually poison pill because he thinks it might be candy, and so they narrowly save Grodson's life. And just offhand, because I'm cruel, I do have the dog die. On their way out of the apartment, Torg, the ogre, just steps on it.
So the dog went through all that shit, and then the dog just gets stepped on.
That's great. Fine, right? And so I just did that in the book, haha, that was funny. And when Graphic Audio called me up and was talking about doing it, they're talking about the book. They're like, yeah, we're getting the actress. I got a really good cast. I'm happy with it. I got some sound effects I can't wait to do. Oh man, when that dog gets stepped on.
Oh no!
I think I turned 14 shades of pale. Okay, when I wrote that, I never realized I was going to have to listen to that.
Oh yeah, you're like, oh, it's a description. Oh man,
yeah, puts a new perspective on things.
Oh my god.